Big up the man like Pandeco, providing them beats. Go on, Deco, lad. Big up. Big up everyone. Few legends in the house. Birthday live, aye. We only have 88 minutes left. Give it some welly. Yeah, boy. Let's see if we get a bit of decos early. Yeah, that was part 2, by the way, people. It was part 2. We have a part 1, which I listened to in the pub. And I've just ran home, basically. Let's have a look. Hang on. Still saying morning on videos. See that? At least I won't copyright it. Spit it. Might have a special guest coming on a bit later. Got a big shout out to the #1 host, former host on YouTube. If he comes in, he comes in. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's worth it. Oh, no. Echo, how do you dance to it? Petey, how do you dance to this? Big box, small box, 50 pence a pound. Big box, small box, 50 pence a pound. Look at that. Yeah. Put my legs on. See if this is it. The guy. Swanee, pick up the ginger down. Who wants to join the party? Get yourself in. Yeah. Bless. Big listening mug in the pub. Mermaids in the house. Shirley, don't move, buddy. Everybody in that shirt. Big up Tim Smith. Big up everyone. Ready now. Oh my God. There's the man Deco, provide the beats. Does it sound bad? Does it sound bad? Shit. I haven't even got my Bluetooth on. I've got my earpiece in. And I haven't even turned the Bluetooth on, man. Absolutely no need. 1 minute. Oh, actually, I might have it on. I might have it on. Old school Pete. Respect. Sorry about the sound. Bosco, you know it, brother. You know it, brother. Should foot in the house. 51. Get it right. Clint, respect. PP, you know it, brother. All I need is my denim shirt, mate. Rocking the double denim. Baby, you know it. The Lazalo. Fuck me. Wow. Yes, brother. 9 minutes. 9 minutes is all you need, brother. Block bucket. Cheeky Sprite in the house. Cheeky Sprite. There's a little clue. There's a little clue, guys. You never know. When you look at as bad as this at 51, so rock these classics. Yeah, man. Give them all the balls in the house. No tape. Oh, actually, I did have. I had a couple of tins. Mate, they're all right, you know. Davey, up the borough, lad. Gosh, Cartman. Big up yourself, Cartman. If you're lucky, I might put my denim jacket on. Only if you're lucky. Anyone want to join the party? You jump around the panel, got to see your moves. You've got to have denim on. Is that music? Does that sound any better or terrible? No, I can't trust anyone in here anyway, to be honest with you. John, check the numbers out paid. Who the hell's paid everyone to come in here? 40 people, man. Oh, big up yourself, 40. You well. Big up the happy birthday posse. What's happening tonight? So I've had 3 pints, yeah. I've been sat in the pub. I had three pints. There's certain people who will tell you, Cartman's on it like Carbonner. Big up Cartman, you know it. If we're lucky. I haven't got double denim, just single denim tonight. If you're lucky, Stevie Boy. Oh, Stevie Boy's going in hard, man. Stevie, you were going in hard, brother. Me and you will take them all on, bro. You don't. Celtic TV, whoever you are, big up yourself. Celtic TV. Anyone else I've missed? I've said Chuddy's in there. Swanee, big up the Swanee. Creatine boy. Creatine's getting, since you mentioned creatine, right? Let's not forget creatine. Creatine's been on for time. People just found it on. Yes, my dude. King, stay here, mate. Stay here. And get your clipping fingers on. Not for me, brother. We may have a surprise. Well, we've got a surprise anyways. 44 people in here. Who else has been sharing this? I'm not on YouTube asylum. There's something wrong, Sean. You didn't make it a day, mate. Anyone who missed it, we had Cowboy. Grilled the Cowboy for an hour and about over an hour yesterday. Catman, don't ruin PD's night talking about catching fish. Boston, if you shared it, that explains it all, brother. Tunes courtesy of my mate Pandeco. Big up the Scottish Highlands. If you haven't subscribed, where is he? Where is Deco? Someone stick Deco's link in the chat, in the Chabbat. King, pick up the real Danny G, giving my mate Northern King plenty of content. Titchy, big up Titchy. Pick up everyone who's giving content out there. Pick up Ian Beale. Oh, Kerr's in the house. Mooney, that'll do me. Weeks back. Yeah, boy. I'd love to get it back. Maybe if I put my denim jacket on, I might get it back. Just got a power off signal. I will not be taking. I will not be taking the like I did last week. There'll be 40 people. There'll be 40 people here who don't know what I did last week. When I used these for the first time, didn't realise they had a mic on them. Said just nipping to the toilet. But he had the loudest slash ever. Everyone was listening to it. There's only one blessing that I didn't have a number two in there reading. Leo, what is happening? Leo, was that you playing the guitar, Leo? Pick up that Duncan Goodyear. Anyone who's old enough like me will remember Duncan Goodyear. I prefer Lex Luthor, or not Lex Luthor, Vin Diesel. What are you laughing at? Duncan Goodyear was an Olympic swimmer. Who doesn't want to look like Duncan Goodyear? I'm going to do my PP impression later. I've got a Scotty G wig and a denim jacket. PP down to a T. What's happening, everyone, anyway, man? What a strange birthday. You couldn't write it. Davey will tell you. Davey, have you been to the Linny? You ever been to the Linny? Of course you've been to the Linny. You know what the lager's like in the Linny, Davey. PP, it's coming. PP, you want to be here, ain't it? Just for the chance. I've been reaching out. You know what I mean? Gav B, shit, Gav, back to pick up yourself. Still picking sand out of his toenails there. It's Gav B. So I'm going to work here in the morning. I'm going to work here in the morning at 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm outside McDonald's. Beat the McDonald's drive-thru. Double bacon, eggs, double sausage, egg McMuffin and a latte. Sat there listening to Gav B and incognito. Because that's not the way to start your day. Because that's not the way to start your day. Lethal Man about challenge anyone to have 3 pints. 3 pints of taddies. I'd be a lot worse if I didn't just have to walk it in the freezing cold about a mile there. I refuse to get taxis, right? But tonight I would have got a taxi. I would have paid anything, but as usual, not even one came. Gav's all over, man. Gav's got air miles coming out of his ears. Pick up the monk wherever he is. He just got me through. He just got me through the last few hours there. You know what though? Not even lying, right? The pub that I've just been in, yeah. You're not allowed your phone. It's a digital detox pub, yeah? The whole chain is a digital detox pub. Dennis, big up Dennis. Dennis, you're not at work, eh? What day are we on? No, don't think Dennis is at work yet. Big up Dennis, the old school Pete. Respect. Yeah, man, so this pub I've been in, yeah? It's, here he is. There's Monk there. Monk reminding us what day it is there. Respect. We always need the reminder. The big disaster tonight, yeah? The big disaster tonight, yeah? Was going to the pub just to have a few beers, yeah? Thought, happy days. Got me THC vape here. I'll be in a right state, right? Be in a right state. Gets there as we pint. I'll just go outside for a quick vape. The battery had run out. Puffing away, the batteries ran out, man. Didn't have my charger or anything. I was fucking wounded. Absolutely wounded. Deco, good little set there, mate. 420 if you're coming on, mate. Get that mask on, brother. Get the mask on. Davey. It's always going to happen, mate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the link's out there somewhere. 420. I can't believe the plum didn't know, right? Didn't know that was you. He's still thinking that was you. Oh, he's still. Oh, power off. What's happening? Did anyone hear me all right? You know what? If Northern King's still there, he will tell you that in the early days, I did many a live where I was talking for half an hour and it was on mute. It will tell you that it was some of the best lives that I did. I'm still not an expert at this, you know. Yeah, but it sounds about that's what I like. I was it, yeah, Monk, man. I've been listening to you, mate, tonight. Been listening to you. My boyfriend was on here. He's my boyfriend. I can't believe. Hello, we fell out. Fell out. Do you want me to tell you? So you're on Monk's panel, right? No one knows. No one hardly knows who you are, right? And Monk says, "Well, what other channels do you watch?" He went, man, I was like, Moon, fly me the moon, talking to him, shouting at the phone, mate. I knew he watched. I knew he watched, man. I'm not twisting anything, brother. Thank you, John Wick. Big up yourself. Is that you, brother? You got to show me some denim there, bro. Show me some denim. Of course he is, man. He pretended he didn't even know I was the other day, calling me bloody. Is that you, brother?
It's
you got
me.
to show me some denim there, bro.
I got
denim. Who's got that?
I don't know where it is. I think it's in my mum's wardrobe, my old shirt.
He pretended he didn't even know I was the other day, calling me. Who's got the echo there? Is that you, Peter?
Hold up. Sorry, mate. Sorry. That's it. Sorry, I had my computer running.
Even better to you.
Sorry, Mr. Moan. I had my computer running.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, my denim shirt. I think that's in my mum's wardrobe. That is.
PP in homage, right? In homage.
Laptop
in
running.
homage.
Mr. Monk.
I'm going to put my denim jacket on.
From?
I'm going to put my denim jacket on. Seems it's my birthday and you're on.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh. Hang on.
I can't hear you, Mr. Monk. I can't hear nothing. Choose. Is that Tunes in the chat? Bloody hell. Oh, no, it ain't. There's someone saying, Tunes. Let
1
me
minute,
sort this
mate.
out. I can't hear nothing. 1 second, mate.
One sec, I am connecting to, you know what, to schoolboy error. Connecting. Okay, now that hostage, what is going on? That sausage, big up yourself, Sean Tim. Yeah, bye. Can you hear me now, PB? Can everyone else hear me? Who can I trust in the chat here? Not many. Jonesy being quite civil there. PB jumped off because I was going to put the denim jacket on. King, you're a mod, mate. You keep an eye on this chat. You know, we're not used to, King knows we're not used to where we've got 40 more than we've normally got it. Jonesy, you need baptizing in the North Sea, bro. Seriously. Honestly, mate, I'm not kidding. Like, that's between me. That's from me to you. Yeah, boy.
I still can't hear.
No way. Can everyone else hear?
1 second, Mr. Moon. 1 second, mate.
Brutal. Exactly. Can everyone else hear me, yeah? It's a PP. It's PP in it. Yes, right. Big up Quid Bar. Yeah, man, we've got some legends in here. I'm going to put my denim jacket on in a minute. That'll finish him right off. I can't do double denim, though. That's not allowed. So, what have you got to say? What have you got to say, LR, about not mentioning me on Moots earlier? You've been flirting with me all week. That tells me that. That tells me. That tells me that you're definitely not a keeper. Like, you're not a keeper. 420, mate. Tunes. You know what I mean? Have you took a step back, bro? I'm from man to man. I'm 51 now. I'm 51. I've been 51 for 23 hours nearly. You know, I've tried giving you the advice, man. I let her, you know, even the other week, Jonesy, mate. I played a live repeat. I did that to show you in a better light. Dennis, mate. It's only once a year, brother. Set me skims in the house. Set me skim roller cola. Pick up the roller cola. Anyone going to come in and help me out or what? While I put my denim jacket on. If I get 2 people on the panel, I will put the denim on. Lucky there, King, you had an hour, or I was never going to talk to you again. Yeah, them tunes at the start. So, Pandeko, I do apologise. I've done it quite a few. You know, where who else's birthday is it like? Come on, this time, surely.
I've done it. I've done it. I've changed my bloody browser on my phone. I've got 2 phones. I was using the other one, but I had to go back to Samsung browser on my phone with Google, if you know what I mean. Very confusing, but I've done it.
Samsung browsers like old school, mate, in it, like denim. Tingeria. Because I remember
denim,
PP. I remember that photo you put out not so long back. Remember when you had a denim shirt on?
Yes.
And I think you got some good. What the hell? You got some good comments of it, didn't you?
I did, mate. I did, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do you know
And
something? I've got
rightly
more
so.
comments. I think what it's done, I think with all this subliminal, what's going on in the world today with this subliminal LBERF, whatever it is, the alphabet and all that, right? Knees up, Mother Brown, old Shirley. Big up, knees up, Mother Brown. I think I've got a lot of good comments off of men, you know, Monk. But none of them had no money, so it weren't even worth contemplating. Do you know what I mean? I need some bloody money, man.
I'm trying to edit
But,
your mic settings here, hang on. Because
I
you've
was,
got a bit of a crackle. Got a bit of a
let
crackle.
me have a look.
How's that, peeps? Yeah, because I get PP, the man of the truth on you, the one. I don't want no crackling. You know what I'm saying, PP?
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Anyone in the chat
Hello.
tells if we've got any crackling.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Yeah, 5 plus 5. Big up John Wick, mate. Don't mess about with John Wick. Right? That man knows his insides out for losing.
PP,
So, yeah,
this is the second time this week you've been on, bro, isn't it? What's happening?
I know. I'm getting an habit. I'm getting an habit. Right.
Classic, mate. Classic. We've got Looney Tunes in the chat. He's finally realised that
I like tunes. I do like tunes. It's you, right? Listen, Moon. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to use my other phone. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I'll jump back
do
on.
that,
Right?
mate. Do that, because I don't want to spoil the experience, mate. You know what I mean?
That's the one, brother.
Yeah. Big up, everyone. Anyone else want to jump on with the legend that is PP? You know what I mean? Liz is in the house. Big up the Liz. Quality old-fashioned name, Liz, isn't it? It's a bit like Maggie and Bruce. Big up Maggie and Bruce. Now the king, I hope you will keep an eye on this chat, brother, while I put this denim jacket on. Hang on. I'm going to get clipped all over for this. Just need the link again. Jesus, making me work. Usually, decent mod would put the link out there. I am single-handedly bringing the denim jacket back. That's it, Leslie. You've got some solemn homage to PP. look like fucking John Travolta. Fucking hell. What you saying, PP? You like it?
Yes, mate. Is that better? Pick up the denim jacket, mate. Oh, you look cool, bruv. Especially in the new shades. You're running it, bruv. Pick up apparel. I love that apparel, bruv.
PP, it's only took us 2 years, mate. 2 years to get 54 people in my chat.
You're doing it, though, mate. You're running it now, bruv.
PP, you know me from back in the day, don't you?
I do, mate. I do.
Like everyone else, and you know that we always have banter. Like I'm always bantering you in the chats, and you always take it, mate.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Quality, man.
That's the one, mate.
Quality,
That is the one. I've got to say that old jacket suits you there, bruv. You're looking well, Mr. Moon. So how old are you now? What, you're 55, only a couple of years
51,
younger
mate.
than me,
I'm 51. 51.
Oh, come on, mate. You ain't pulling that old chest now. Come on.
Honestly, I'm fucking 51, man.
What,
Bad,
really?
innit? Yeah, 51, mate. 1973. Pick up the Capricorn.
Hell, mate. Yeah. Oh,
I haven't got a hair on my head. Yeah. This is as naked as you get me, right? I shaved my head, number one. and I shaved with a razor yesterday. So this is as naked as I get from the neck up.
That's the one, mate. You need to get some. You want some PP shampoo? I'm doing a shampoo product. You know, it guaranteed it's got caffeine and all that in it. Gets your old hair growing, bruv. You know what I mean?
I thought you used WD-40. I said, yeah.
Yeah,
Try the,
what was that? WD-40 and Marmite.
try the AC90, I said last night, mate. Works a treat.
It gets them growing, mate. That's it. I think you've got to put a bit of A and B on it, a bit of bloom and all that. And stick it. You've got to sit under a light. Sit under a light. It takes about 12 weeks, and you get some big old dreadlocks going on, mate.
I can't believe I've got my denim jacket on. Like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you're doing well, mate. Where's Mrs. Moon? I'll tell you what, she's going to be bloody jealous, mate, seeing you on here like that. You look like
Mrs.
you're back on
Moon
the
could be
market, Mr.
watching.
Moon.
Could be watching somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Did you see me? Did you see me thumbnail to tonight's live?
I saw a bit of it, yes, with the let me have a look here. Let me get my other phone out. My memory's
sure
crap, you
everyone
know
else
what I
seen
mean?
it, like.
More than 10 seconds ago, I can't remember. Yeah, it is. Happy birthday. Oh, bloody hell. I clicked on it now. Let me get rid of that because it'll echo.
Shut up, big up, shut up.
Happy birthday, you old legend. You, even with glasses, I can't bloody read that.
You legend, crossed out and then wanker wrote underneath. Have you not had one of them, PB? Have you never had one of them?
Oh, listen, when women get older, mate, they go through something, right? Mr. Bone, and
yeah.
Of course, I've had more than that, bruv. Let me tell you, it is. What I will do, I will leave it for everyone to understand it in their best capacity. But it ain't no drama. Just tell them to shut up and go and sit in the kitchen where they belong. Right, that's what I do. Just say, shut up, love. Get in that kitchen and do the washing up. You've done the dishwasher, and that's it, mate. You're sweet as a nut, Mr. Moon. Do you know what I mean? Works for me.
Just put your denim on, mate, and all will be well. Get the denim shirt out. I bet you've still got it. I bet you've still got your denim shirt.
I think I have. I think it's still in my mum's, mate. My old denim shirt. Do you know I was on my toes then and all? I'd done a guy from a Cat D. I was in a Cat D. I had about, I think it's about 5 or 6 months left. They knocked me back on my last parole. So I thought, you know what, I'm going home. You only lose 28 days. So I had a visit. Someone dropped a motor off of me, and I thought, I'm Oski's bruv. And where I was on my toes then, my young brother got married. I had a right good time out, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Big up on your toes, mate.
When was the last time you were in the jug, PB? It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
A long time, mate. Last time was 2001. I got remanded for something. I didn't do it. I now had one remand, and I got bail 2 days before Christmas in 2001 for an assurity. And when it went to trial, what I said I didn't do it did. I got it didn't even make trial. It just got thrown out. And you know something, right? The judge even, because what happened was when I was going to court, they changed judges. So I got a bad chest. So I had a bad asthma. I had bad asthma. So I couldn't attend court. So I got a sick note. So I sent them sick notice and I couldn't attend court, right? So my solicitor had 2 clients at that court. Same judge. He accepted one sick note, but he wouldn't accept mine. So what he wanted my sick note to say that I couldn't attend court. Well, that's not, you don't write them out like that. The doctor said, I can't write that on it. It's, if I'm saying you're unfit, you're unfit. So what the judges asked is wrong. So in the end, I got a warrant issued. So I had a warrant out for me. And when it come to trial, I got acquitted of the trial. Well, I got acquitted of the case, what I stood trial for. And I got 28 days in prison for failing to attend a court hearing what I've just been acquitted of. Right, but I'd already done it on remand because I've done 3 months on remand. Right, so they even give me a month, fucking sentenced me for a month for a trial I've just been acquitted of. That's how mad
that remand thing's not on really though, is it? Because you get put on remand, you might not have done the thing, might you?
I've done years on remand, Mr. Moon. Nowadays, I'm hearing people getting out on bail for all sorts of crimes. I used to get put on remand for a car, right? what might have a couple of numbers wrong or something what they say is wrong on it. I ain't getting no bail. I'll be on remand for that. I've probably lost about 3 years of my life through that, and then gone to court and there's been nothing now. Especially on the old style committal system, you used to have a 6-1 committal where everything had to
PP,
be
how do you get,
produced.
how, like, you know, when you think about the time you were in the jug and how much time you wasted in that of your life, how do you handle that though? Is that just in the past now, and you,
It's in the
because
past. No, I don't
you've
do nothing
wasted
now.
your life in it, bro?
Yeah, I don't do nothing like that now. Don't get me wrong. What I will say, a lot of the time, there's not smoke without fire. Although the crimes,
Yeah.
what I did get acquitted of, I didn't have nothing to do with. But there was a slight reason why they could have pulled me in. But half the time, they didn't. They knew I weren't involved with it. But they still would keep you on remand for ages for it. So there was law broken on both sides there, drastically. It's not a case of
When you go to Crown Court and that, PP, do you like, do you have a judge who you hate? You like, oh, I hope I don't get him, because I hear
oh yeah,
that a lot.
yeah. Oh, I got one mate used to zero in on me. That was the one at Croydon.
That's shocking.
Joseph. Oh mate, he was proper. Hammer me. See, I ain't done much prison time. Me, it's all been remands. Detention centre when I was 14. Youth custody, 16, which was too young for youth custody. Youth custody again. I think I was about 17 then. And then that was for 9 months. And then 9 years. That's it. That's it. That's all I've done. And the rest of it's been remands.
Yeah, so Sean's asking the big question: how long have you wasted of your life in jail? How more have you done? How much time? It's a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a few years. Like the 9, I've done about 7 years of that. And probably 6, probably about 10 years. Probably about 10 years.
Naughty,
Yeah.
that, isn't it, baby? It's naughty, isn't
Yeah,
it? Because
it is when
there's
half the time I weren't even convicted or nothing. Yeah.
there's a
Yeah,
few
definitely, mate.
people, yeah, there's a few people who we all know on this YouTube who are in the jug now, aren't they? Dean Lynch
Yeah.
Ward,
Yeah, he's banged up.
Dougie Joyce.
Dougie, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see any of that coming? Because that was a shock to me, the pair of them, to be honest.
You don't know what goes on or what people are involved with, so you don't know, do you? It's a case of
I think Dean's have been going on a while, but he was acting like nothing was there, and nobody put it up. I don't think anyone knew about that. And Dougie, I
no.
don't know, he filled a grand at it, didn't he? So he deserves it.
Yeah, the traveller beefs are. It's a mad one. He shouldn't have done that. It's just a mad thing, and I couldn't to do that to have something going so well, and then
Exactly.
do that in a pub was absolute madness. Especially nowadays and age, with cameras everywhere, it's absolute madness.
But that's what I mean.
Real madness.
If he wanted to get a bit of anger out, why didn't he do it against that lad when he was dancing about for half an hour with that bloke, that kid who he ate?
That was funny. I'll tell you who killed
Yeah,
me with that was
wasn't it?
YouTube. No, oh bloody hell, he's gonna kill me and all the geezer. Fuck it, he done social distance fighting. Oh mate, what's his channel called?
There was
Oh
some
my god.
beauties coming out of that, like, but
Yeah, yeah. Oh mate, and he done it
the
in the
rightly
music. The
so, though.
music
Rightly
he done
so.
to it, right? The music he done to it. He's a South London geezer. He's gonna kill me because I can't remember his channel. And I
What, a
want to bring his
clipper?
channel up.
Is it a clipper?
Yeah, he's a clipper. Yeah. Come on, someone help me out here. Oh,
Come on,
bloody hell,
someone help
South
me.
London geezer.
Lazar.
No, not Lazar. He goes in on Lazar. He does a lot on Decker, a lot on
Oh,
Lazar. His
COVID,
editing's absolutely
COVID,
banging.
COVID.
COVID, that's it. COVID, yeah. Big up COVID, yeah. And he done social distance fighting. He done all the music, right? And, oh, mate. It had me crying, that did, with the
PP,
music and the
one
speech
day,
over
right?
the overlay.
One day I was watching, because he doesn't do much now, COVID, but one day last year, right, I was watching a live of COVID, right? And he was just him on the panel and he went, right, I've got a special guest. Clicked on, and the bloke who we had on the panel was his mate who was in the jug, right, in his pad. with his phone in his pad, showing him his pad and that on a
yeah.
live.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I'll tell you who else he had. I know he went live, and he used to do a lot of Marvin, didn't he? Go video.
Yeah.
And then he's doing a live, and then all of a sudden he had a guest come on, and it was Marvin, and Marvin Herbert jumped on. Oh, that was funny. Not you don't see much of Marvin now.
No, you
They
don't,
were
thank God.
funny.
He's
No,
got a
I like
story, Marvin. Like,
Marvin.
is that all true about
Yeah,
Marvin?
yeah. He's been round the block, mate. A few people on. He's been round the block a few times. Well, a few times, you know what I
Takes
mean?
his eye out and that, doesn't he? Pulls his eye out
Yeah.
and that, doesn't he?
Yeah, I remember once he was doing. I think it was when he had, the actor on Tamara San. He had the actor on who done all the videos. He's a South London boy and all. And Minto put a comment up. And Minto put something up about his eye, and he read it out. Marvin did like laughing. Oh, Minto, because he's quite funny, Minto. You got to laugh at what some of them write. I know they're going earlier, but some of the comments kill you. And he actually said it was something about his dodgy eye or something, and he's actually laughed at it. Marvin Herbert said, yeah, Minto, yeah, my eye it come out or so. I can't remember what the comment, but it was a blinder. It was an absolute blinder. It was fucking funny, as yeah.
Have we got Mencho in here? Mencho can't be in here. Come on. Monk, where's
No, I don't think
Mencho?
I don't think the new Mincho don't seem to be as sharp as the old Mincho. I don't know if it's people taking the name on or what, but the original Mincho, oh, it's funny, mate. Do you remember that one with I know he's a bit. He beat up his missus and all that, didn't he? He's out of order the geese. That John Morris when
Yeah.
Mencho sent him off key, didn't he? And he done a video calling Mencho a love song, and he put on love is all around, wet, wet, wet. And he's sitting there putting his wig on. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Were you
hell.
about PP? Were you about with the Cody Lackey days, or were you after that?
After the Cody Lackey.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
must have
too. I
missed
don't
it.
know anything about
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I must have missed it. It just literally. I probably was over on this corner because obviously the fishing side stopped. We couldn't go fishing, and there was a couple of other channels used to go on, like from up north, about my sort of like our age. Used to go, and I used to watch them, and then they sort of went a bit quiet, and then I moved over. So yeah, it was just literally after the old Cody turnout. But fucking hell, what a turnout that was from what
I've
I've heard.
never even watched any of them. Apparently, there's still a load of them on that you can watch.
Yeah,
But I've never. I don't know.
I
I
watched
hear
one of
people
them,
talking about it.
and it was and it's one where Paul was on the channel,
Yeah.
fighting Charles. Because I saw that one, what Wacky Well clipped, where Paul went outside to have a fag, I think, and that Cody went down his fucking man bag and photographed his license and all his ID and all that. But there was another one I saw. It's when he was going on because he was meant to be this big gangster and all that, and Paul was on bail for something. And I watched I watched one episode of him, and that was the one. And when I watched it, and Paul had something on his bail sheet about something, and the way he described it, that Cody, I thought, oh my god, he didn't even know what it meant. So for him to be this top grafter, he should have been put right on him then. But if people don't know, they don't know. But
PP, are you still sub to Paul? Because, he put a post out earlier on and I reached out to him. I said, Pablo, fuck the betting. Get on my live at 10:30 tonight, right? Because he replied to me yesterday in a comment saying, how you doing, bro? Oh, yeah, and all this. And Juno J1878, great kid.
Yes, I know Jay. Yeah, I know Jay. Yeah, yeah.
So
Not seen him for ages.
He was in my chat the other day.
Oh, was
he?
he?
Was in my chat the other day. He always bigs you up, PP. Always.
Yeah, yeah.
What a dad he is.
Yeah, good geezer, Jay is. Yeah.
Well,
do you know?
He was the one who got me into all this. He got me into YouTube. But not many people know it.
Yeah, bloody hell, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's good, Jay. He done a lot for Paul. He got into the Everton games and things like that. It's like today I watched Wacky World. He put up an old clip of it was Ash Ash Twing. You was in the chat along, Mr. Moon. It was on Paul. I was on the panel, like coming off. It must have been quite a lot of people in there, and it was Ash. And I was looking at it and reading the chat, and so many old names you don't see no more. And I was thinking, bloody hell. And it's hard to remember some of the people, especially now. I fucking don't remember what I've done 10 minutes ago. But yeah, it was good watching.
I don't know,
Some of them
PP.
old,
I'm thinking you've got a good memory, mate. You've got to, because you've got to, man. You jump with that many pals, PP. You've got to have a good memory, mate. Man,
well,
down, you
no,
do.
only about myself, because I don't tell lies. I'm the man of the truth. Right, it's there on the emblem.
Of course, yeah.
Right, so that's what it's about. So my memory, though, in remembering names or something is absolutely shocking. Like sometimes I talk to people in the chat, and then out the blue, the name, it dawned on me, the name I'm talking to, and I think, fucking hell, I remember that name now, and bang, and then I'm talking to them, and they're going, oh, yeah, and it's took me about fucking 3 or 4 days to remember who the actual person was who I'm talking to. But,
Yeah, so PP, what do you think, right? What do you think Paul had, though, to get 800 to 1,000 people in his chat every night with no gimmicks or anything? It was just him and sat in a chair, wasn't it? But
yeah,
what was it?
He was very good at it, Paul. Like I said, Paul was, I wouldn't say he was very intelligent at things, but he knew a little bit about anything and everything. And he could just tell and talk about anything and everything. And you get someone else on there, then you can have a laugh and banter off of each other. Because when I first saw Paul in his dressing gown, I went in on him. Saw him and I thought, what's he doing? I said, oh, what are you doing? You're sitting here in your dressing gown on your bed.
He used to do it with his top off half the time as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
No top on the lot.
that was when he was. Yeah, that was when he was with his bird, and then he used to have a little back and forth with him and all that, like only joking and all that. And then when he split up with his bird, I thought, oh, poor cunt. I started talking to him, and then just had a laugh with him. But yeah, Paul had a lot, and he used to read the chat, and he'd be going in on him, but his expressions and how he handled them expressions reflected it back in the videos he's done. He was just buzzing, wasn't he? He was just always buzzing, Paul. He didn't engage nothing. And
so have you been following his bets? Because his first bet has done all right. You know, he's got he did what he said. He's got 260 quid from a tenner.
Well, that's what he used to do. And I wish, do you know something? I did say to Paul, I said, Paul, I'm going to do this bet. I'm going to back this, but by the time I fucking said I'm going to back it, and then I'm running around doing something, I didn't even see the fucking betting. I forgot all about it.
Let's face it, no one did it. I didn't. No one's gonna shed a tenner out on Pablo's bets, but he's proved us wrong, hasn't he?
Yeah, he used to do that though. Even when I first met him, he was into his betting. He used to sit there all the time doing like bets off the telly.
Yeah,
that's how he started. Sitting there doing bets and all that.
Because I was all
when he got a job.
Whenever I spoke to you,
he was working on the roads.
You always you always expected me to like have a pop ear about Paul, didn't you? Every time you come on the panel, it was always like I had a little thing in my head about having to go PP about Paul, because no, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to. I said I wouldn't. But
let's get it out there. Come on.
It was just when he went, there was a load of shit going on the PP, like, he's done something really bad.
Animosity, there was a lot of bits what went on, but again, there was certain things what was, but what wasn't, and how things were back then. It would have been wrong of me to have actually gone down the road. It was better off just leaving things how they were and keeping on with Paul. If you remember the arguments I used to get in, mate, and with a lot of people over it all. And I felt bad for Paul because he did, but the amount of people who was trolling him, he was getting hammered, mate. And he handled that for about 3-4 months. So constantly, and it will get to you. And it did.
Let's not forget, he did gift us the Swan, didn't he? And I mentioned this the other day. The Swan went from being next door to Pablo in a hostel to a few months later being on the 3D Fight Club.
Yes, yeah. That's one,
He
yeah.
must have been thinking, what the fuck? How did I get here?
Yeah, what happened there? Yeah. Oh, Pablo, yeah.
And the Swan
Absolute
is the
mad.
champ. He holds the belt, doesn't he? The Charlie Bronson belt.
Yeah,
Let's not get it twisted.
yeah, he did. He lost to Ben, didn't he? And then he beat Ben.
Yeah.
Um, and then he beat someone else. I don't really follow much up on it now with all the
Did you see Ben's last fight? He went back to old school where just coming out like this and just battered the bloke like in about 30
No, I didn't
seconds.
see it. No, I've not seen it. I
It
like
was
Ben and
on
all.
Venice's.
Ben's all right.
It was on Venice's
Ben.
show the other week.
Yeah, yeah. And Paul, I like Venice. Venice is good. See, I like about Venice. Venice, um, his channel sort of jumped up because he started going on Paul's a lot when Paul was really big, and he's never forgot that. And that's what I like about people. There's a lot of people who
So,
use Paul to step up and get on, and then they all turn on him.
so you a
And
Venice fan? Are you still a Venice fan? Because after what
yeah,
John Smith did to him the other week, I mean, and bless
um,
John, mate, he's been in Monk's chat tonight, John, and it sounds like he's worn himself out, like which I can see totally. Uh,
well, John, I think if you're going to be someone who's going to be critique on a lot of things, I think you should be total neutral, right? Totally neutral, because there's a lot of people going on. There's a lot of people don't going on, and I can't get my head around why that is. If it was me, I'd go on everyone. I'd have an opinion on every single person. And people don't. So I think John should open up his horizons a little bit um, on things. But yeah, I like Venice. Venice ain't a bad person. He's doing well, and it seems like a lot of people on here who do well are the ones coming under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of attack. Don't get me wrong, everyone says mad things, don't they? You're on an open platform, you're on an open, especially if someone's jarring you. I bet I've said some mental things on here. But
I think there's a new kid on the
being
block, PP.
quoted,
There's a new kid on the block,
it's what,
Jimmy Newman. Have you
who's that?
seen any of Jimmy Newman?
Oh yeah, I saw clipped him, didn't I, with him and
What
with
do you
him
think
and
of him, honestly, right now? What do you think of Jimmy
I
Newman?
don't know. I've not really watched a lot of Jimmy. I've not really watched a lot of him. It's daytime. I'm busy through the days. Although now I've fucking ill. I think I've got that kung flu, so I've not been doing much for a couple of days. But watched a bit of it. I saw him on with what's his name? Scotty.
Scotty
Oh
G.
mate, that's what.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
there
that's
that
what I
morning,
clipped him.
PP, weren't we?
I
We were
clipped
in
him.
the
Oh
chat,
my
right? That was
fucking hell!
fucking funny.
Oh shit, man! I was crying. I was
His
crying,
fucking
mate.
hair, what
Sunday
the
morning
fuck
and all.
was going on with his hair?
Yeah, Sunday morning. Yeah, and even Jimmy, when Jimmy's talking to me, like Scotty's rang him up at fucking, I think it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. Yeah. So he's got on Jimmy and they're going, "What's so important? What's so important?" Next thing, he's gouging out, and Scotty, like, and Jimmy's gone, yeah. He's talking to him. He's gone, "Are you drunk?" Oh fuck it, I clipped it. I was crying. I was fucking, I was fucking crying on that. That was pucker, mate. Don't get me wrong, I don't like things like that, but that could be used as something as reflection. Because I know one thing, if someone clipped me like that, I'll be, oh my good God, that ain't happening again. Not a chance, mate. Am I doing that again? So it depends how much new he's got to bring. Paul's topics of conversation were very open. They could be about anything, couldn't they? And there were, not many of them were really so much YouTube
You
related.
know what, PP? This is bad. This is why I think Pablo was so big, right? Because he used to come on, didn't he? And he'd say, "I haven't been watching YouTube. I don't know anything," and I honestly believe him now. That's why he was good, because people had come on and Pablo didn't have a clue what they were on about. So he knew the characters, but he didn't know the shit that was happening. And I think that was it. He just come
Yeah,
in blind and just give his opinion, like that's my
opinion, yeah.
take on it.
And then played by it. He worked the crowd good. He was very, very good at it. Paul was very, very good at it. And
And there's
we
been
loved
no
it.
one since, has there, who's got anywhere near them numbers.
No,
You know what I mean?
like I said, Paul took over. That Cody went down, but Cody was an absolute 100% frauding people. And then Paul came along, and then all of a sudden, everyone was putting it on Paul like he got new channels trying to grow, and they're growing by trolling up, and it was nasty. It was nasty. What you had to deal with was nasty, and it's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. You know what I mean? The shit I've taken on here been fucking phenomenal. I laugh at it, mate. Especially when they try to tell me how I'm living and what my life's about. I sit here and cry. It makes me cry. Do you know what I mean? I think, oh yeah, sweet as, mate. So if ever I need a recap of anything, I just got to go on YouTube and jump on and say, right, what's happening, guys? I've forgotten where I am. So I get Alzheimer's.
What's happening with Expo, PB? What can you tell us? What has he just got fed up? I mean, I believe him. Like, he was honest, right, about the fact that he wasn't making any money, was he? Like, I don't know, it might not have been all about money, but what he was doing on the night, coming on and that, he has something happened that it's really finished him now? He's fed up, or was he just getting fed up
Nothing's
for
happened.
ages?
Nothing's happened. It's again, a lot of people, a lot of trolling, a lot of people going, and Expo's done nothing. He's a nice geezer. I talk to Expo. I like Expo. Don't get me wrong.
I used to watch him. I can remember his first lives that he used to, before he even did lives. He used to come on an afternoon and that, and just test it out. And
yeah.
I would never jump on his panel though, PP.
This was the thing. Even when I used to argue with Expo and he said murders on the panel and all that, he'd find me on Instagram and he'd go, "Oh, PP, bloody hell, are you?" And I go, "No." I used to laugh at it. I used to think it was funny because the more I had on the panel, the more I could exploit. There's always one you could exploit, so you're just going to look for that. So we had some right back and forth. Same with the other geezer, Cesspit, although what he done at the end of the day and how he turned it was disgusting. But the Cesspit was the one who was the bad one, who was taking things to another level with a lot of the trolling and things like that. That's all come out now with what he done to his
So
mate.
is that right then? That Film Boy is a bit of a naughty one, right?
Yeah. The geezer he's on about, see Sneaker Pimp.
Yeah, I remember he was good mates with him, wasn't he? He was good mates with
he put a video out. It was meant to be Christmas Day. And the video was titled 2:00 on a Christmas Day. It didn't bother me. The doxing of PP, real name and address, and someone else. Don't want to say the other person. Well, it didn't affect me, but the other person, he's got young kids, and he's like, "Oh bloody hell," and all this. I was thinking, "Fucking hell, who is this?" See, you think, who is this? I thought it was a sneaker pin. So anyway, nothing happened at 2:00 as far as I know. He didn't care, and then all of a sudden I got sent clips that I'd been doxed, no one else, which it didn't bother me. So I picked up on the doxing and addressed it. And people was going, "Well, you've addressed it, but it ain't." I didn't address myself, I had on blatantly PP lives and a fucking a road and a postcode, so there ain't no discrepancies there.
And I used to think Phil Boy was alright. I've had some good nights on the cesspit, some funny nights.
He sold out Hector. See Hector, I know Hector. Right, Hector's a good geezer. Right, a good geezer. He done all that from his art. And it fucked his head up.
Where is Hector now? Is Hector doing all right now? Because he went through this shit, didn't he?
Yeah, he's doing really well, Hector is. He's running a big car front. He's got his own gym. So he's working now with kids, bringing them up through boxing and training people all the way up. Some good fighters he's got. Hector's doing really well. He's been on holiday a few times. He's come back from the Dominican Republic. So yeah, big up Hector.
I remember that night. Where did he have anything to do with it? Where it was at the York Hall in Bethnal Green. Do you remember that boxing night that he had there?
He did. Yeah, Hector went up there when he was walking around filming.
Let's not get it wrong, right? The Bethnal Green, the York Hall, is a mecca, isn't it, for boxing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and he walked straight in there. You could get right up ringside with Liam Galvin. Liam Galvin's a bit of a boy.
Yeah, I've heard of it. He used to be something to
Liam Galvin, he used to do a lot for Beadle's About.
Did he?
Nicky Diamond, I think his name was. He was the guy who done, when people sat down next to him, he had a suit on what he'd inflate. So as people sitting there eating it, like, he started inflating. He was on Beadle's About, yeah. Liam Galvin's done some very good, he's done some very...
You have to be 50 to remember Beadle's About, like, don't you?
Yeah. Hector went straight in there, right up ringside. So everything Hector said, Hector could produce. He knows a lot of people. Hector does a lot of people around.
Yeah, it seemed
Where he
that
lives.
way, like. But he was a bit of a laughing stock. I thought, PB. I don't know what it was about him.
He suffers mental health, and he has a lot of people who were feeding his head, going and him, and in the end, he suffers a lot with mental health. He's very hyperactive, Hector is. So he had people saying this, people, and he was doing it and doing it, and it sent him round the bend, mate. Hector did. So yeah, it was, and that was all down to other people.
Usually is though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he's doing all right now, so God shines on the righteous. So good
what's
luck.
the secret, PB? What is the secret? You've been in some shit on this YouTube, and you're still here. I mean, I've got Tunes here, right? He's come in the chat today. He's come in quite humble, and within 10 minutes, I can see in the chat he's arguing like fuck with everyone. You know what I mean?
He needs some. I think
don't know
it's
what
hair
to say.
dye.
I don't know what to advise him anymore.
He needs some PP hair dye or aftershave. I'm doing an aftershave, you know. It's like Kuros. Remember the old Kuros?
Kuros, yeah, the white bottle. Lovely.
Yeah, he's still around, mate. So that's the one.
Yeah, man. So let's have a look. I'm trying to see what's been happening in the chat here because I'm not used to having 56 people in TV, as you know.
You're 56 today and you've got 56 people in. Oh, big up the chat, mate.
You're
That's
56,
a sign,
so you say. We need to see some proof, people. I mean, you've got a head of hair, I'll give you that. I haven't.
Old Spice. Big up the Old Spice. Let me have
I'm
a look
not
at
going
this
to
chat.
lie,
See
right?
so far,
I'm not even going to lie. Look at this. Denim jacket and Old Spice.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. And the old, what was the other one? Yardley Gold. And some of it, you smell it, mate. Fucking, I'll tell you what, if you could pull wearing Old Spice or Yardley Gold, you know you're good looking. Because it ain't your aftershave what's done it for you.
Tunesy. Look at this, PB. Moon, they're all trolling me, mate.
Jump on, boy. Come on, jump on, Jones.
Tunes, if you want to jump on, right, we'll jump. You can jump on. PB's here. Look after me. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think Tunes gets too keyed in, and what you got to remember is action, reaction, and it's about working out what's what. I do get Tunes' angle, and I do like Tunes. I think his angle's good. He's trying to be fair, but he gets caught up in too much of it, and that's something he cannot do.
He hasn't just come on the scene though, PB. So he's not learning, is he? He's been here he's been here a few years.
Yeah, he's been here a while. So
why isn't he learning? You know what I mean? We all learn, don't we?
I don't know.
It's half in the chat. I've got people
Should we get him some
on
L plates? Should we get him some L plates? Yeah, that could be you. You get some moon, fly me to the moon L plates for YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Just start promoting them.
PP, I'm an old timer, mate. I've been here as long as you, yeah. So, and like, I still plod along. I'm the only one, you know. There's me, Daryl Adams, yeah, who I still talk to.
Where is Daryl?
I've spoken to Daryl in the last week. He's fine. He still watches. He still watches a bit, but
I like Daryl.
I don't know.
I really like Daryl.
Fed up. I mean, you seen what happened on his channel, didn't you? But he says that was fuck all. Like he says that didn't bother him.
It's all part of the parcel, and that's what you got to remember with YouTube. It's you can sit there chilled out as you want and do a good live and all that, and it all runs well. And then all of a sudden, it seems to be. I think the money has destroyed a lot of YouTube now. With like me, I could monetize my channel. The only reason I haven't monetized it, it's not because I don't care about trolling. No one can troll me no more than what I've been trolled. So that ain't the reason. The reason I don't want to monetize is because I don't want to start looking or becoming a little bit dependent on something, but then it's going to start controlling what I can and can't say, which is that's going to be the future. And I guarantee that'll be the future on all platforms, with.
I've got my mate Eddie. Eddie. No, Eddie. You've got to put some respect on my mate Eddie's name. Like,
oh, wee Eddie. I like wee Eddie. Eddie, little Eddie. Oh, he's funny, mate. Eddie. I like Eddie. Always got on with Eddie. I've had some ups and downs with him, obviously. There's everyone, but always with Brad.
Eddie's grew up on this YouTube. I've seen the lad. He's grew up not in like actual inches, but he's grew up as a man. You know what I mean? He'd always be 4 foot odd. But have you met Eddie, PP? Have you actually met him? Were you at that fight?
No.
You were, weren't you?
No, I couldn't go to the Friday Night Fight Club because my wife, she had to go to hospital. She was in hospital, yeah. In all honesty, I'm glad I didn't go. As much as
blessing,
that sounds wrong to Hector, I'm just glad I didn't go to it, to tell you the truth. It would have been where it was. It was, mate, he made good out of it. And big up Eddie, he turned up. He had his straightening with Dennis, which was good.
Well, PP, a lot, right? I've got some good friends on here. One of them, right? All big name. One of them, Zeus. Zeus was right in the middle of that. He was in the bed with.
I heard Zeus went home with Kelly's knickers in his pocket, or was that a YouTube rumour? I had to ask.
You'd have to ask him that. Not sure, like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Zeus was there, and I was looking forward to meeting Zeus as everyone. Do you know what I mean? Because it was, but unfortunately, I couldn't have gone to that. It was that year. Bloody hell! My wife was in hospital about 2 or 3 times that year. She had a bloody nosebleed. That was bad and all. Fucking hell, mate.
Zeus just finds himself in the middle of all the shit, right? He gave Pablo 500 quid. Remember that night?
Yeah. He gave him a monkey. Yeah.
That whiskey for you, mate. Stay off the fucking whiskey, man. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? I've got to buy Zeus a bottle of whiskey for Christmas and get him on the live.
Well, hopefully, right? If Middlesbrough, which we're 1 game away from getting to the final, right, and it looks like we'll be playing Liverpool. Jim has said he is going to put us up, me and Daryl, in a 5-star hotel. All expenses paid for the weekend. So come on the borough.
Yeah. Well, that'd be nice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's a good guy, Zeus. I see him when he goes live, driving like to work and all that. They call him out, fixing like basically resetting a bloody fuse box where it can't handle the capacity of the freezers and things like that. But
Zeus is some boy. Let me tell you, he is the biggest wind up on YouTube. Don't honestly, I'm telling you, he just winds everyone up. Zeus, like,
yeah, that's how it is. I like doing it, having wind ups. It's like people say, "Oh, you're a conservative, you're a Tory." If I was sitting there and watching someone who's like a gang of Tories, I'd go in there as a Liberal Dem or Labour, although there's no difference between any of the 3 parties. But I'd go in there with a completely different political view. Right, I go in there woke or something and wind them up. Do you know what I mean? I used to do that, and the laughs I've had doing that. But you don't last long a lot, and you get fucking blocked. But I used to have some right fun and games with that, with the Americans and things. But that's the best way.
I want to go on some American channels. I'd love to just rock up on an American channel, you know, because I listened to a few of them. And they were all the same, aren't we, really? You know what I mean? Have you ever been on an American channel? You know, just rocked up?
Have you ever met a lot of Americans? They're all the same. They brag about things. Look what they done to Venice. They made out Venice has stole their name and changed a few letters. You know what I mean? I think it's the other way around. I think it's them lot who's done it. Bought a load of subscribers. It's out of order, mate. Right.
Tunesy, mate, you're not learning, are you? Look at this.
Tunesy. Carry on. Tunes, jump on. Come on, Tunes, jump on and have a chat. Come on.
No need I like Tunes.
I spent ages talking to him not to engage like that.
Well, all the people who were against Tunes, right, are just sat saying, look how easy it is to wind him up. And I can't give you any more advice, Tunes. I really can't. Get yourself a denim shirt, like get yourself a denim jacket, maybe that'll help.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, what are them glasses? Who make them glasses, Mo? They look good, man.
Yeah, these are from Home Bargains, $1.99.
Home Bargains? What, they're reading glasses?
Yeah, times 2. I'm not blind yet, but when I do these live streams, It's all
Yeah, I
blurred
know.
when I take them off.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
quite a few. I've got
£1.99, mate.
bloody optician now. I paid £100 for mine. And they do work. I've got to say they work. I should have gone home bargain, shouldn't I?
Mate, you know what, right?
Yeah.
£1.99, right? Now I've lost my sight, right? For £1.99, I've got my sight back. That has got to be the deal of the year, isn't it?
That is, mate. That is.
PP, I
Bargain.
need you here, mate.
Can you hear me
Two.
all right?
Happening.
Right, can you hear me?
Yes. What's
Yep.
happening, Tunes? What's
Yeah, this
happening,
is
bro?
sober tunes. This ain't drunk tunes. I ain't drunk for 2 days. I'm a bit out of breath because I've been working out and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just fucked off with Incognito threatening me. And then Mermaid was saying, let him on, let him on. He was putting in the back chat every time I let Shuffling him on panel, he's going to make a video about me. And then this video pops up of me. I think I've seen it in your moon. The video they've done of me with the evidence and all that bollocks.
Oh, yeah, I commented on it saying it was brutal tunes because it was brutal and I hadn't seen a lot of it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a vulnerable adult, yeah? So what? Does Incognito like picking on fucking vulnerable adults, yeah? And look at the shit he was saying to me when he come on my panel and all that. And I watched it back and all that, and I kind of let that go. I should have just went in on it. And tomorrow, I'm going to go in on him because he was a cunt to me that night, so I'm going to be a cunt back.
What's that going to get you, though? What's that going to
Incognito going on you. So
And then I've got like fucking
take it.
silly, faceless plum YouTube idiots, right? Keeps clipping me. Why aren't you clipping Shuffling or any of them? Yeah, for all the things they're saying. Why does he keep fucking starting on me? Because he knows if he goes in on them, I think they know who he is and he'll get the backlash and all that.
No,
You know what I
see
mean?
what I
At the
mean?
end of
In
the day,
one breath, you're saying,
people are
yeah, but
on
so
YouTube,
listen to
they're
what
all
you
little
just said
bullies,
there.
all little dickheads. I tell you, if I met somebody who's in Perk and I'll kick the fuck out of them, I'm saying it, all little dickheads.
So listen to what you just said. In one breath, you said about Incog and you're a vulnerable adult. The next thing, you're talking about kicking the fuck out of people. So
yeah, so what? So that's what you
just
do in
laugh
real
at it.
life, isn't it? If someone fucking disrespects you or something, you give it back
fucking
to them,
YouTube, bro.
and then you
This
just give
ain't
them a
real
slap
life.
or whatever, innit?
It ain't real
All
life,
these
mate.
people with these little dickheads, that's what YouTube's doing. YouTube's enabling all little idiots, all little plums. Like, it's
No,
like
you're
level
allowing it.
playing
You're
field, is it?
allowing
Do you
it
know
to
what
be.
I mean?
You're
All these
allowing it.
clippers are the
You're
ones that
allowing
fuck
it.
YouTube up anyway, ain't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone used to
what you
show
got to
their
do is
face and
unsub.
everything.
I've not seen that video.
I haven't.
Unsub from it.
Well, guys,
I've
yeah,
had
it's on
loads of them
YouTube
put on
stuff,
me, mate.
and
I don't
it's
even bother with
fucking
them.
brutal. Everything's been
Some of
twisted
them I
and
think are
everything.
funny, but they've done
All
some
the
of me. They're
shit.
funny, do you know what I mean?
He's actually put my real name in it and everything. The geezer's a cunt. And to
Well, they've
me,
done it
knows
to
your
me.
real
it
name.
sounds
They've
like
done it to
YouTube
me.
idiots
So,
because he's got the same
yeah.
voice. You know, when YouTube idiots did the thing with me fucking raving and shit,
Jimbo,
even though he
sorry.
got the wrong video because that weren't
Yeah,
me.
but YouTube idiots,
It's the
right?
same. It's the same
It's
video.
not
I'll
like
tell you what, right? He's definitely related to Monk. It's something to do with fucking Monk. I'm telling you. I'm saying the trouble that cunt has caused me. He has caused me a lot of fucking trouble, and I've been watching loads of videos about Monk's parts of this vicious circle and all that. And you was talking about it was all on fighting trolls, weren't it? And he was trolling some geezer called Joss or something. So I'm going to watch all these videos. I'm going to put them all up
Dude,
on my
that's not going to
fucking
do you
community
any
page so
favours,
everyone
mate.
else can see
Watching
them.
loads of
And what's all this
shows,
about?
man.
He changed his surname and all this bollocks.
I don't
You know?
know.
Well, no,
I
I was
don't know,
watching
mate.
last night on Jim Smith, yeah. I was watching both the channels, yeah. Andy, whatever the fuck his name is, kept saying, oh, he keeps timing me out. He keeps timing me out. Watch, I'm going to go back over there now. So he went back over there now. Boom, he got timed out. Why is Monk controlling Jim's fucking channel? What?
Do your own channel. Do your own channel. Run it how you
No,
want to
listen
run
to
it.
me. What?
Don't
All I
start
did, right?
watching two
All I
channels.
did, listen to
Don't
me,
worry
listen to me.
about it.
All I did was try and make peace, yeah? I just wanted to squash the beef. I'm fucked off at getting clips and all that. I agreed with Vant on it, take all the videos down, and that's what he's done. He's took most, there's only one or two up, but he said if I don't like him, he'll take them down. And he done all that. He took all his community posts down. Because I wanted to make peace, fuck me, the backlash I got from it.
Tell you? Well, what's that tell you then? What's
What?
the ones who's doing that, like Incock and all that, because they want to keep it all going. They're the ones who cause all the drama with me. I ain't got no time for them. I ain't got no time. That's why. See, when you used to get me on the panel, mate, try and get me to talk about, ain't on another people. That's what I wouldn't talk. I ain't going to do
Well, I didn't try and
that.
get you
They
to
speak
talk
with
about
ask me.
people.
No, I don't ask
It's
people
just
about
me,
other
innit?
people.
Just asking opinions. Obviously, at the time, I probably
Yeah,
didn't think this.
well,
I
yeah, I
understand that
know.
now,
But
yeah.
what you got to do is don't get
But
influenced
that
by
monk,
people
what I
in
said to that
chats or
monk, because
influenced
I'm
by
getting
people.
trolled because the monk. That monk's trolling me, and now I'm getting trolled by them as well. So I'm getting trolled by everything.
Trolled in what way? What do you mean? What's
Yeah,
happening?
it's not nice when your phone keeps going. Every time someone makes a video about me, it tells me it's like ping, ping, ping. Another video.
Well, turn the
Ping.
notification off, James. Turn the
Well, no,
notifications off.
obviously,
I've had it all done myself.
I've got to see all these videos, you know.
I don't see him. I don't even bother with them now. If I do see him,
But
they're
it's
funny. I'll
like, what
share
am I,
them.
try,
I'll
what I'm
share
trying
them.
to do? All I
Some of
said
them are
about
funny.
Monk
Do you know
was,
what I mean?
right, he's so quick to jump on a bandwagon. You're out of order. Why'd you let him on your panel? And I thought, like, why don't you tell him your fucking self? Why are you having a go at me? And because I said that, you trying to get him to
Big
troll
up,
me and all this
Chopper.
bollocks
Big
and
up,
all that
Chopper. Good
bollocks.
night, brother. God bless, mate.
Eh?
Yeah, Jones, it's a case of don't get keyed into it, mate.
Tunes, have
And
some respect,
yeah,
man.
but
It's
Jones,
Moon's,
what you're
it's
saying,
Moon's
I've had it done
birthday.
to me, mate. And some of them,
It's
like I
fucking
just said,
pissing me off.
yeah, but some
Because
of
of
them,
the
I
YouTube
started
idiots. Because
laughing
the
at them.
YouTube idiots, why they got my wife's photo in the first place, and that's how they blackmail me in the fucking first place.
It
They
would have
didn't
been,
have the picture.
they would have
What they're
got it
trying to do, they're
anyway.
trying to split my marriage up. And I'll tell you what, if I split my marriage, I'll have to go and live with my brothers in Hackney. And I'll tell you what, if I go back to Hackney, and I'll be saying, come see me, come fucking see me. I'm telling you.
Jones, listen, stop speculating. Don't jump forward. You're not going to split up with your missus. Right?
Well,
You're
that's
not
what
going
they're
to split
trying
up
to
with
do,
your
innit? Because she's getting on, why they got a picture of me? I just want to state, right? My kids, right? My ex is from Hackney, the woman, she's black, yeah? That's who I, well, it's that my ex-partner was black. Yeah, she lives in Hackney, yeah? That's nothing to do with my wife. They're trying to say my wife goes with black men and all this bollocks and
Jones, listen, you haven't got to explain. What you got to do is treat people like I do. You got to treat people with common courtesy, common respect, and laugh at things, and
I
don't be
try
so
and be
aggressive.
as nice as I can.
You
I never
are. You
start on
do.
anyone. I only start on anyone when people start on me. I'm not a fucking bully. And if anything, I try and stick up for people. And all it does
Yeah, I know.
is just give
You
me
do.
scrolls. Right?
Blame the
I've
Wow,
bad
can
worked
you
man.
out
actually hear
now.
yourself,
They're
Tunes?
using
Can you
me. They're
actually hear
using
yourself?
me to fucking go at each other all the fucking time, just
Yes.
because I get views and
Who's that,
shit. Do you know
Monk?
what I mean?
Yes, Monk.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
me,
I
bro.
can hear
Tunes, can you
myself,
actually hear
mate.
yourself? No,
Hey,
not you,
What do you mean?
Tunes,
PP.
you
I'm on
need to
about
take a
No,
Tunes,
breath,
man.
Sorry,
fella.
mate. Yeah.
You got to take a
I'm on.
breath, Tunes, mate.
I'm on
2
about
days
you,
ago,
Tunes.
Sort it
3
out, you
days
guys.
ago.
Sort it out.
Talking about, listen, he talks about him and everybody getting trolled. It's all right. So nobody's allowed to mention his wife, but it's all right for you to mention my wife on your
I
panel, innit,
mentioned your
Tunes?
wife. When did I
Yeah, you
mention
did.
your wife?
Yes, you
When
did,
did
bro.
I?
That's why I come at you. That's why I come at you, mate,
No,
because
it
you
wasn't
mentioned
me
my
that mentioned
wife.
your wife.
No,
It was
you
Warrington,
mentioned
and I
him.
got
No, you
Warrington to
mentioned my wife,
apologise to her.
Tunes. See, you're probably
Oh,
too.
what? When I
No, I'm
said
talking
she's
about 2
YouTube
days
idiots?
ago.
When I said she's
I'm talking.
YouTube
No,
idiots?
no,
Is that
no.
what you was
When you
talking
said
about?
no. Go back to your life when you was pissed up, mate. 2 days ago, when you said Monk and his missus are trolls. That's what you said. You brought
Oh
my
yeah,
missus
Monk.
into it,
Well, you are
and
trolls, though. You love trolling
I
people,
told
didn't
you
you?
before, Tunes. Don't ever go at my wife. Go at me. That's fine. Don't ever go at my wife. Listen, you
Oh,
think you're
what? When you
clever,
got
bro?
people,
I will make you
when
have
you
a
got like fucking,
breakdown,
you
bro.
got like
Oi,
fucking people in your
I'm gonna
fucking
make it.
chat going
I'm
at me.
gonna
You got
make
like
it my
all best
mission to make
moments
you have a
going in your
breakdown, bro.
chat and all that.
Understand that, Tunes.
And
I'm
you've got
gonna make you have
someone.
a mental
Oh, fuck
breakdown,
off,
bro.
Monk. You're a little
You're
idiot.
gonna
I'll
be
punch your
crying
face
to
in, you
me,
little
bro.
cunt. I was
You're gonna
glad
be
when you
crying
spoke.
to me. You
What
ain't
a
gonna do
fucking
nothing,
dodgy
Tunes.
drip you
You
are. I'll
ain't gonna do
fucking rip
nothing,
you in
Tunes.
half, you
There's
cunt.
nothing you can do
I'm
to me,
fucking
Tunes.
massive compared
There's
to you, you
nothing you
little
can do
muck.
to me,
I'll
Tunes.
pull your
There's
head off, you
nothing you
cunt.
can
I'll
do,
pick you
potato
up
head.
by your
Oi,
ears, you little
come see
dickhead.
me and I make chips out of that
What do you mean
potato
come
head.
see?
Come
I ain't
see
going to
me and I
see
make
no
chips
one.
out of that
I ain't going to
potato head.
see no one.
Come see me and I'll make chips out of your potato head, bruv.
Tunes, come on,
Come on,
lad.
guys. Come
Yeah?
on.
You
Dear.
threaten,
Let's sort
listen,
it out,
Tunes,
guys.
you
Come on.
threaten everybody.
Right.
Everybody you ever come
Yeah.
across, you threaten everybody with violence. And you fucking
But
went
you
the
have
wrong
YouTube idiots
corner,
on
bro.
there,
When
and
you spoke
YouTube
about
idiot
my
that doxed
wife,
my
you went the
wife,
wrong
and
fucking
you
corner,
big him
bro.
up
Listen,
all the time, and then you go on because I called your wife a fucking
can I
troll.
just
Yeah,
say
YouTube,
something,
oi,
right?
YouTube Idiots is banging, bro. He's been around for 2.5
Yeah,
years. He knows his
YouTube
game,
idiots
bro.
is a
Big up
fucking
YouTube
troll.
Idiots.
He's a
I've had
troll. I ain't no
arguments with
bacon.
YouTube
I ain't no
idiots. I've
fucking
had
bacon.
arguments.
So he's trying to, I'm going to report the cunt, calling me a bacon.
Go on then, you
Trying to call
grass.
me a
No,
nonce.
Go on then, you
Jones.
grass. Go on then, you
Listen,
grass.
Come
right?
on.
I've muted him. Listen, right? Fucking notification made a good point the other day. Tunes is all, this is all panned from YouTube idiots supposedly doxing Tunes' wife. I watch shitloads of YouTube. I've never seen your wife, Tunes. Has anyone else ever
Nor
seen
have
a picture of his
No.
wife?
No, never.
No.
But he goes back
Never.
to it all the time. He's bringing it
Yeah.
up all
And
the
yet,
time.
I've
Making
had
it.
This is the
arguments with YouTube idiot,
This is the
everyone, and
violin.
it's
This
you
is
got to let go. You got to let
It's the
go and
violin
Well
say,
done, man.
scenario, Moon. He can't never own up for his own actions. So instead, he gets the violin out and goes, "This is my story. Please feel sorry for me, and
Every
I
night.
won't do it again. But guess what? I'll jump on a panel tonight, drunk, and I'll do it." He's a fucking simp. Honestly, that's all he wants is sympathy. He wants everybody. Oh, tunes. No, not at all, bro. You're 50 years old. You got a fat head, and you don't do fuck all for your missus. How are you coming on here trying to stick up for your missus? You fucking ignore her, bro. You sit up on YouTube all night pissed up, probably sleep all day while your missus cleaning the house, bro. Talking about your missus. I told you, bro, you mentioned my missus, and I'm not a troll because I've got a face, tunes. Listen to this. I'm gonna make it my mission for you to have a breakdown on a live, bro. And until you've had a breakdown on a live, bro, I'm not gonna stop. After you mention my missus, bro, it's fucking on. Trust me. Trust me, I'm coming for you, tunes. You're gonna be crying out your fucking arsehole. Sorry about that, Moon. I do apologise. Big up yourself
Got,
and happy birthday.
yeah. You know what, Monkrate? You know what, PP, right? A lot of that there where tunes was going on, I didn't hear a word of it because I've heard it all before. All of it. My
yeah, I know,
wife. I've never seen his
sad.
wife.
It'll get nasty. It's sad. It's going to get nasty. It's going to be same sort of thing. I can't think of a way out. But choose these two, not engage so much. And like me, I've never spoke about anyone's family on here. Not have I ever done that. I've had it done to me many a times. Right, many a
It's
times.
easy, isn't it? It's easy. There's plenty to talk about without bringing wives and that in.
Well, the cases we got to look at the way I look at it with it. Well, people start dictating to me about my life and things. It makes me laugh because I'm thinking, oh yeah, all right, that's quite funny. That you know, because
Well, you've
they
had
ain't
the
got a clue.
PP.
And half the
PP,
time, the things
you've had
what I
the
tell
wife shit.
people,
You've had the wife shit, haven't you? We.
yeah,
But
I have,
you don't
yeah,
mention it all the time. You know what I mean? It's every other word off tunes is my wife,
yeah,
YouTube idiots, who's YouTube
yeah.
idiots, who's his conspiracy theories are through the roof, man.
Yeah, it is. It's never good. What's done's done. I never even saw it. Same as I don't watch nothing like that. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I can't comment. I don't know. But again, it's just a case of letting go. And YouTube idiots. I used to have arguments. I've had arguments. Fucking hell. Some of the people I talk to now and here, and I get on with, I used to have murders with, and I mean murders with. Right, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. What would you do? Just keep going through YouTube. If I was going to go through YouTube, where it's going to get in my head, where I'm going to think, come on here and be angry and want to kill people, then YouTube is not the place for me because it starts sending me mental and sending me a bit the other way.
That's because
So
you're on the panel, Monk say wig there instead of wife. It's because PP's on the panel, that Monk. See, it happens. Syrup a figure.
wig, wig, pick up the wig, mate. Well, it's good to have hair, mate. It keeps your head warm, you know that. But your head gets cold in the winter, doesn't it, man?
Doesn't it, mate? I've got flat caps and everything, mate. I was looking at flat caps today. I've
Yeah.
got one because of to pay homage to my good friend the Nutter. I think you know Nutter, don't you, PP?
Oh, big up Nutter, yes, big up the Nutter. I've not seen it for ages, the Nutter, yes.
Legend Nutter. Like you've been in his chat on a few mornings, I'm sure you have.
I have, yeah, in the morning. Normally when I'm fishing, because I'm up at early doors, like really early doors, just get up, see what's happening, like and put a bit of bait out, and Nutter would be on, let's have a chat with him. Now I get up in the mornings, I've got loads to do, so it's a case of I normally watch the news or something like that in the mornings and catch up with the news bits and pieces like that. So don't worry though, summer's here soon. I'll be back out fishing, definitely.
Yeah, I do apologise to anyone who didn't enjoy that last segment there with Tunes, right? Man, I've give Tunes, he's had loads of lives off me, right? Loads of chances. You know, this week I have gone a little bit off the fence with Tunes and gone in on him a little bit, but he's just proved me right with everything. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a case of I'm not here to judge people or put people out or put people off. It's good having different comments, but it's not good having people who can say what they want. Like you can't go around threatening to stab people.
especially in this day and age, you don't know the people who you're threatening to stab or threatening to do that to. They could have lost someone through knife crime. It's rife. It's absolute rife. So you should be saying things like that. I wouldn't say that to no one.
I don't know the tone, but just something I seen on the news tonight. That story, did you see it? Where that fella had a heart attack, and he was looking after his 2-year-old kid, and he had a fatal heart attack, and the 2-year-old kid, that no one found the pair of them for 2 weeks. Was the main story on the news tonight. Oh, mate.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, that was on the news. PP, you are the news anyway, aren't you? Let's face it, you are the news.
I watch more, not so much mainstream or what's going on around the world, financial market, things like that, different kinds of news. But that's what I mean. We're all sitting here arguing with each other, threatening to stab each other. You've got something like that going on, right, in real life. You know what I mean? A little young kid too watching that.
What's this channel that you put on, PP? You know, when you go live on a night with the Gaza thing, what's this fella who you listen to who's just, he talks like, where'd you find him?
Steckelbeck. I've watched Eric Steckelbeck for bloody hell since just before lockdown.
So he's an American bloke.
Yeah, he's an American Jewish guy, lives out there, but he used to do a lot of the archaeology on Jerusalem. Israel, very religious, so it'd be like archaeology, religious finds reported on things like that, and documentaries on that, and biblical sort of things. Very interesting, very good. Obviously, he's a patriot to his own country, so.
See, that's what I mean. That's the real world, right? What's happening in the real world? This is what Tunes needs to do. I bet he's never watched the news in years. I bet he doesn't know what goes on in the news because he's that tied up in this shit.
Yeah,
he's got to learn, man.
Tied up.
Got to learn.
Yeah, you need to get a separate life. And don't get me wrong, it's brilliant talking to people from all different countries, all over England, different countries. I think he's really good communicating and talking to people. But banter's good, like having a good laugh, a banter, a roasting and things like that. But there's a serious side to the world, and you need to be keeping contact with that real side of reality, as opposed to getting caught up in all of this. You get caught up in this, mate, you'll end up fucking mental. You need more than quetiapine, let me tell you.
Well, PP, you know, I had 6 months off last year for because I was just going mad. I don't know what it was, right? But I had 6 months off work, which is unheard of for me, mate. It was really weird. It was a weird time, like, and I got put on some tablets. I stopped them and I've started taking them and I've stopped them again because I don't think they do anything. Right?
Yeah, no. Listen, with medication like that, they can take 6 to 8 weeks to start working. So when you stop them, you don't feel it. When you start playing with them up and down, it will start playing with. If they prescribed them to you for you, then I would keep taking them. If they worked when you was in the middle of like that depression you was going through, which a lot of people did with all the lockdown and everything, it affected a lot of people. If they worked, then you need to keep on what they're prescribing for you, because you don't want that coming back again. It's like mental health and panic attacks, anything like that. It can start coming on, and they're absolute horrendous things for people. Really horrendous. So yeah, I would keep taking that.
Do you think blokes have midlife crises, PP? Because if you would have had one by now, your age.
I'm going to look at a couple of Lamborghinis tomorrow, but my wife ain't happy, and a speedboat. But nah, I don't know, mate. I think I've had a few, but nothing major.
Well, I had a
Saab convertible. I can't get in and out of them.
I had a Saab convertible, and I think that's a good sign of a midlife crisis, I got told. When I was 45, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got a pink Nissan micro convertible. That's pucker, bruv.
What do you think the Saabs anyway, PP, on you were a man of their cars? What? Because they don't build them anymore, do they? Don't make them anymore, do they?
No, Saabs always were very good cars. The later ones, I think it's from the 90s, was it the 93 or the 95? They were basically Vauxhall Vectra shells.
Yeah,
so
it's all Vauxhall Park, isn't it?
right? Same as the Jaguar, the X-Type Jag. They're full Mondeos. So the Vauxhall Vectra shell, they've got a big engine in it with a turbo. They never strengthened up around the bulkhead where the steering rack used to go. So when you got all the torque, you could put a lot of strain on that. You had to get them plated up around the bulkheads. And I think that's what the same with a lot of
Swedish,
cars.
weren't they?
People Swedish, yeah, Saab, yeah. They make a lot of. They make jets. They make weapons. Engineering is brilliant, but same with anything. Same with a lot of things. They sell the patent, so other people can build it to a certain patent, but they're not actually built by Saab. And when cars start using other people's chassis, well, they're all monocoque now. So, like I said, I think it's the X-Type Jag. That's a full Mondeo. The new Saabs, they are Vauxhall Vectras. But there's loads of cars out there what are all integratable. Like, and when you buy parts for them, they charge more for certain parts than the others. But a lot of them will fit on the car. The engines are obviously different.
Do you know, PP, or does anyone in the chat know anybody, or has anyone in the chat made a claim for this? You know, mydieselclaim.com. You know where they got, I think it was Volkswagen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you know where they got stung for. I've got a claim in now.
Yep. What you want to do is, it's very simple. It's the same as that. With a lot of these claims, with PPI. When you use the company, they get it for you. Say if you get something like £3,000 back, they're going to want £1,000, 1,200 quid of that. And yet the formalities of learning that, basically what a lot of people have done is just gone online, learned how to do it, set up a firm, and they're just doing it for people, earning an absolute mint out of it.
Yeah. Same with the PPI and the bank charges.
Yeah, PPI, yeah.
Whoever gets in first, isn't it? Whoever gets in first with a big advert. My diesel claim, you could get thousands back for now.
Yep.
Everyone's going to be interested in that, aren't they?
Yeah,
I bought a diesel car right in between the times, right? I had it for 10 years. Now, are they trying to say that I bought that car with in my mind just to like lessen my carbon footprint type of thing? Is that what they're trying to say? And I was
that's the angle. That's your angle, right? And I'll put great emphasis on that. I'll probably go in there dressed up with a Greta Thunberg t-shirt on. Do you know what I mean? Just to get a few more quid out of them.
Big time. I mean,
the angle.
They cost Volkswagen a packet, didn't it? When they messed up, didn't they? They basically conned millions of people, didn't they? With the emissions, the emissions were less.
Yeah. But didn't know it's the same as these battery cars, though. It's all a con. I know someone who spent a fortune on one of them hybrid Mitsubishi Shogun hybrid Jeeps, where it's meant to do 65 miles per gallon, right? And it don't do nowhere near that. The electric on it does hardly fuck all. You might get the miles out of it and do them not like them amount of miles. If you was doing something like 300 miles downhill, right, you'd probably achieve them targets. But start going uphill and around town, the miles per gallon were absolute phenomenal because the weight when you're running on petrol was absolute phenomenal. Because of the weight and
PP, I ran that car on red, right, for about 5 years. I knew a bloke, right, who had a crane company, and I used to just drive in, give him the nod, 25 quid.
Cherry aid, you called it cherry aid. Yeah,
fill my tank up, mate. I got 700 mile, right, for 25 quid. 700 mile in my car.
Yeah, the old cherry aid's brilliant, absolute brilliant. You can do it now. They stopped doing it now. See what I mean? Now they're crippling everyone. The only people who can use that red diesel now is like farmers. I think they're trying to stop that in Germany now, where they say in Germany the farmers can't use it. So imagine how much pressure that's going to put on farmers if they do that over here. Which they will follow suit over here, but I think they've had to renege on that. But they've took it off all the boats, all the road workers. So, and the money they get out of fuel, that's the big tax on the fuel, cigarettes and alcohol. The money they get from them.
It's phenomenal. You know, I've
Right.
stopped smoking. Like I hardly smoke now. I was never a big smoker, but who can afford to smoke cigarettes these days?
No,
Right?
it's £10. I've just bought one of them. It's like one of them vapes, but it's like heated tobacco. It's called a Luma One, and the things you get like little fags for them. They look like this.
Yeah, I've got this one.
Mm.
I've just bought that a day, £4. It lasts me like a day.
Yeah, it's hard to What way is this camera going? Oh, it's going that way. Fucking hell, that was lucky.
Now,
Good job I had no fucking. That's just what I'm saying here. Yeah, you get one of them, and
yeah.
this.
Well, yeah.
You pull that back there like that, and that goes in here. Right, it's got
What?
tobacco in it. Yeah, you press that till it lights up. What it's doing now, it's heating up the tobacco.
Fucking hell, I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, heated tobacco. They're brilliant. They're just like tobacco, so there's no vape on, I think. And it'll vibrate again and go. Oh, mate, I can't believe that camera face that way. Good job there weren't nothing there that could have compromised me.
Some
And that's
PB
it,
with
it's
his
ready
little
to go now.
Rizzlers. You're old school
Yeah.
PB. You've even got the
Oh, yeah.
Rizzler. You've even
Yeah.
doing your road with
Yeah.
the Rizzler, haven't you? Get in there, son.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, mate. The old two skinners. Proper old school.
Can you imagine PP
And
at the
that's it.
party,
And then,
can you, at the end of the night? Oh, skin up PB's there for about 2 hours trying to do about 8 skins. Him and Yeti.
especially after a few trips, mate. You ever try skinning up after you've had a trip? Fucking hell, mate. That is a
Oh,
task.
there was some of the best days them on the LSD. Like, come on.
He's a horse rabbit.
You know what? Mushrooms. I've never done mushrooms in my life. Never ever.
Yeah.
Nah.
I've done them years ago, and they're mad mushrooms are because you do sort of trip on them. And I was in Leeds, and it was my mate he's dead now, my friend. It was his dad's 50th birthday. It was about 1988 or something. I'd had
Yeah.
a load of mushrooms. I was out my nut. And these people were quite very serious people in Leeds. Well, I'm out my fucking Cheerio on mushrooms, and I'm talking to my mate's dad, and his missus is there, and she's got like a gold locket round her neck with a picture of my mate's dad on it. So I'm looking at the next thing I see, I'm fucking sitting there laughing, pointing, like, what the, I'm right on my laughing, like, it's fucking mental, mate. Lucky enough, I knew them well, otherwise I wouldn't have got out of there alive. But yeah, mushrooms are fucking mental.
Do you remember back in the day, PP, when if you were driving, right, and you got pulled up, you got a producer, remember them?
Yeah, I remember them. You still get them now. You still get producer now.
They were
Fucker,
bad,
weren't they?
them, like.
Well, whoever produced. You used to get an old cover note, didn't you?
Exactly, you just got out of it, didn't you? It
Oh,
was
my
like
phone's going to die.
nobody's
Yeah.
paid. Nobody's PP, man. You've been blessed tonight.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad you come on, mate.
I've plugged it in now, but I will jump off because it won't charge. I'm on 12% now and it drops fast on this. But Moon, happy birthday. I'll be in the chat, mate.
Respect,
And,
mate. Respect.
See if we get a few others on. God bless, mate.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try. Big up yourself. Whoa, I'm on main screen. Big up Cindy. I see you there. Peggy's there as well. Peggy, you haven't read that wrong, mate. That is 59 people in the chat. 12:10. That's 2 on the top PB's been on now. You know what? I'm still not through these. I'm trying to sort these speakers out. These Bluetooth things. Power off. Try for power on. Jim, what are you doing still up, man? Jump on, Jim. Jump on. Chill us all out. Connected, right? Speaker connected. Everyone, baby. Mum of Milo, pick up yourself for putting up with Ginge. Always have respect for that. Who's John Wick? Them John Wick films are a bit mad like that. They're on for about 4 hours. They're all just loonies, aren't they? Right, so I'll just make a quick point, right? So not less than half an hour ago, it was mayhem on this channel, right? It was mayhem on the screen. Tunes, Tunes did what Tunes does. Since he went off, has anyone even mentioned Tunes? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Tunes, man. Fuck's sake. Honestly, if I hear the word YouTube idiots one more time coming out of his mouth, YouTube fucking idiot, dox my wife. I swear, honestly, I'm not being funny. He's not in here tonight, fact, but he did make a valid point. I've never seen Tunes' wife. I'm not even bothered. Is anyone else? Why with the denim jacket? I put it on in homage to PP. Every time PP comes on, I'll wear the Fonzie jacket. I've got a comb in my back pocket. I don't know why. YouTube idiots, man. You know, man. As long as he goes on, you're going to run with it, aren't you? He needs to just... When he come in the chat tonight there, he'll just say good night. I'm sorry, mate. I'm missing loads in the chat. Big up Kieran. My new mate started coming in the lives. Decent fella. You know, anyone can come in here, man. You know what I mean? If you're always in good company. There's no one putting the link out. Where's Slim Reaper? Where's my mate Slimbo? There you go. I'm gonna try and get these Bluetooth things working. Because then I can only hear Jim in my ear. Stevie, right? Stevie, I've been meaning to tell you this, bro. So Stevie's been coming in my chat for years, right? Right from the start. And he's always been quite chilled. He goes in Jude's and supports Jude, which I know is fucking hard work, mate. I love Jude, but it's hard work supporting Jude. But he has been going like me these last 2 weeks. Brutal. Well, not brutal, but I've seen him step up a notch. Yes. What's happening?
Happy birthday.
You're 14 minutes late, like, but I'll take it.
I didn't put the message in at 11:52. So stop fucking wrong.
I'll double check that. I'm going to have to double check that, but I'm going to let you off.
Does Lou know the way you're dressed?
Not at all, mate.
Fuck.
Not at all, but it was in homage of PP. I had to. I didn't go out the house in it.
I can imagine PP didn't put his camera on his way because he was dressed identical.
I was trying to see a denim shirt on his bed there, like, next to his Wisdom pack.
Comical. I think he's got a denim shirt like that, hasn't he? I'm sure I've seen one.
He has. I've seen the pictures.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That would have been class.
I'm surprised he got away with that. I'm going to try. PP, come on, put that picture back up. Come on, mate. I'll put this on a live. You can put that picture back up, lad.
How's it been? Have you been working or have you been on for a couple of years?
No, I've had the day off, mate. It's been a strange one. Like, I don't know what you do when you're 51. How do you celebrate that? You know what I mean?
I know, it's mad, isn't it? I can't wait.
Jim, you are one of the oldest ones on here now, you know. Like,
I know, yeah.
I attract all the old ones, you know. I have got the Guinness World Record for the highest age on a panel, you know, combined age.
Yeah.
It was about 400. There's only 5 of us on.
Yeah, I think I was on a panel once with Jockney and 4 others. Yeah. And Jockney's in my age was higher than the 4 others.
Well, that's got to have been close. Guinness World Record to keep an eye on that lad. I'll tell you. So, yeah, Jim,
yeah.
Are you still kind of still hold you to this Wembley trip then? If we get the final,
yes. As I heard you say, Jim's says he's going to put me up in Southampton in his spare room.
I've got it.
Yeah, but I thought, fuck that. Why? If you're going to London, you may as well make a weekend of it and stay down there.
If you're paying, yeah, I'll do whatever you want.
Well, I've got a hotel for you and Daryl. It's in a good,
It's not,
nice posh part of London. It's in a,
not the
it's in a,
Epstein
it's in
Hotel, is it?
London.
It's not Joe Slow Joe's, is it? Epstein. Is that hotel called the Epstein Hotel?
Yeah, but I heard you say this the other night. It's not based on Epstein, the fucking island
I
guy.
know, but you would change it anyway, wouldn't you?
Epstein, innit? It's Epstein.
You would change the name though, for fuck's
Why?
sake.
He's a Brian Epstein done fuck all wrong, did he? He's the manager of the Beatles.
You know what it is though? I'm thinking that in a funny way, Joe's thinking business and he's thinking,
Well, we'll be dragging his
Americans coming
statues
over.
down next for you. Just, let's rip them statues down because he's got the same name. Fucking English history's going out the window. Was Epstein an Englishman?
I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue, mate. But Joe, I mean, is it right that Expo's flipping burgers for Joe? That's what I heard on his burger van.
He's working for Joe, isn't he?
He's working for him,
Joe
100%.
won't have him flipping burgers. It'll be a top job. It'll be something like MD or something. It'll be head of
MD of what?
promotions or something. It'll be head of entertainment.
Head of dodgy Rolexes.
Joe doesn't sell dodgy Rolexes. He's sending me one tomorrow. He's selling PP2 Lamborghinis. So, and he's going to flog all the gold for me.
Do you reckon he's got any traffic from them adverts at the start of Expos? Do you reckon he's made a bit of coin out of it? Like a lot
From
more
YouTube?
people have been.
Yeah, I believe.
No, a lot more people have been buying things because of his advert.
I reckon there's a few from that side of exposures. So Paul Annan, I mean, he's going to have a chopper now and a gumball machine and a pinball in his house. He'll just buy anything just to get a like.
He'll buy a chopper.
I'll tell you what, you haven't mentioned it, and I'm very disappointed with you. So,
what have I done?
The big celebration? No, Pablo turned £10 into 200.
I did. I mentioned it earlier.
Oh,
Jim,
I missed all your
I
live.
shouted him out tonight. I'm expecting him on this panel very soon. I shouted him out. I said,
he's not celebrating, mate. He's got 260 quid.
I said, book your bet. I said, get yourself on my panel at 10:30 tonight. Do us a favour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For one.
I mean, it's the
You've
first.
never done me a favour yet in your life.
I got to the hotel and then I fell fucking asleep. And then I woke up and you were on, but I had to cut you off to go and check. Did the bet come in? Did the bet go in?
It did though, didn't it?
I know.
It did, but who put any money on it? Not me. Did anyone back him? It was only a tenner, Jim.
Well, no. What let him down was his post yesterday where he shows his deposits and says, look, this is how well I'm doing. Well, your deposits of what you deposited, and he'd lost 2.5 fucking grand.
Jim, you know what I found funny? What
Over 11 years.
What the hell is a patient bet? A patient. It's a patent, isn't it?
It's a patent bet. It's 3 bets.
A patient bet.
It's 4 bets in total. It's singles and doubles.
But can one lose? And you still get your money.
One can lose, but what I couldn't understand is every single one of his bets were like 4 to 11, 2 to 9, 1 to 6.
Did Everton win tonight? Did Everton win? Because that was his dodgy one.
No, come in. Well, they were 1-0 up. I don't know what I think they must have won because he put his winning betting slip up.
Yeah. I forgot that was after the game, wasn't it? Yeah. Because I left a comment saying that's a dodgy one, the Everton one. He's like, no, man, it's a patient bet. It's all right.
It's a patient.
You know what I mean? Funny.
Hey, that went a bit lively there, didn't it?
Oh, mate, you know me, Jim. I don't have that on here, do I, Reed?
No, it's great. I tell you.
I mean, but I've got away with it, right? I mean, everyone can see, knows that I'm not into all that shit, but why not? There's 50 people in. And he didn't stay long. He did what he does. And I wasn't surprised. And he's gone. what he's doing now, God knows, stomping about.
Well, I'm not being funny. I just keep out of it, mate, and say hello to people. That's it.
Mm. So what do you think about the denim jacket, Jim? And rocking it like what?
I don't know.
Collars up or collars down?
Yeah,
Collars down. Like, I reckon.
depends which
Pete
pub you're in.
Eagle.
Depends which pub. Would you wear that to a pub?
You know what? I haven't wore this for about 20 years,
Yeah.
but I won't
What?
part with it.
Why is that? Like, is there a reason you haven't worn it for 20 years?
Still fits me. Still fits me, man.
Yeah,
Look.
that's not the
Fits.
question, though, is it, man? The reason is why haven't you worn it for 20 years?
Well,
What stopped you?
It's like flares, Jim. I'm waiting for them to come back out. You know what I mean?
You've got flares on now, haven't you? You got full denim suit on, haven't you?
If we get the final, I will wear this with a butter top.
Hell, boy. If we get the final, you're wearing that.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck me, man.
I'm looking forward to meeting Daryl. Like, if we do, because he has said 100%. We're going to meet up. Like, if we get the final, we have to.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal. That like, we'll probably get beat. I'm not going to lie, but.
What do you mean you probably get beat? There's only one result if you get the final, but you'll enjoy it.
Well, you put all the big guns out though, won't you? You know, that's what you're like. You put all the little team out until you get the semis, and then you get beat, you start worrying. You bring all the big guns on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not right.
It's not fair. Have you wrote a letter to anyone to complain yet?
No, not yet, but I'm going to. Because I don't think
talking
it's
about
fair.
claim. Do you know where your diesel claim?
Yeah.
Don't go through them companies. Go Martin Lewis, the guy who's on television.
Yeah,
on his website, he's got a forum there, and you go in, and every claim. So for diesel, for credit cards, and all of that PPI or whatever it was called, you just click on what it is, and it's all the forms are pre-written and everything, and you just add your details and send it, and you think it won't work, and you get 100%. They take absolutely nothing.
I know what you're saying, PB. I know what you're saying, Jim. You know what it is though. The way I see it, right?
And it costs you nothing either. So even if you think
filling forms in,
doesn't matter. All you do is you put your name in, your last 2 addresses or 3 addresses for the past 15 years, and they do all the work for you. And the next thing you get, I done it for a couple of loans from years ago, and when you paid that PPI, is it? And the next thing, I just got 2 separate letters from two companies making me offers, and it was the whole claim. And then I got a letter off Martin Lewis saying, "Congratulations, I believe your claim is successful. Would you like to leave a thank you on my forum?" No.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. And it's just fantastic for fuck all.
Well, you know what though, but that's the way I see it. This is money for now anyway. I wasn't going to get
money for now. It's because you've paid it, mate. People were conned and robbed, without knowing and about it, and thinking, oh, I'll give you a prime example. 30 years ago, if you went to get a bank loan, right, the bank would give you a loan, and you had to sign up for that PPI. You didn't. Now, the way they sold you that PPI was if you didn't, in an effect, sign for that PPI, there's a possibility you wasn't going to get the loan. Well, you wouldn't be in there for the loan unless you needed it.
Yeah.
Right? So people just signed it. So what banks started to do was tell you very, very little about it. They just wouldn't mention it. But yet that was a huge part of your payment. Massive part of your payments. And if you paid your loan off early, you still had to pay your full PPI.
You know what, Jim? I did it. I told the story the other week on here. I was going to go to court with Barclays because of that exact what you're talking about. I did it. They tried to rip me off with $5,000 on a big loan. Told me which I wanted to repay back when I sold my house, right? So they said, "Oh, we'll take the loan out over 5 years. And your payments will be small, and then when you pay it off, And I did exactly that. And when I come to pay it off, they stuck £5,000 on it, right? I said, hang on, I only borrowed 25 grand off you 6 months ago. I want to pay you the 25 back now with a little bit of interest. But no,
Well,
that
the weird
five
one at
grand
the
was the
moment is
PPI. It was the PPI.
it's
Stuck
the
it all
same.
on.
It's the same with bank overdrafts. No, your overdrafts from a bank. Everyone's probably got if you've got a bank account that you're paying into regularly. The likelihood is you've got an overdraft associated to that. Now,
Yeah.
my daughter's got an overdraft, and I just said to her, I think it must have been around Christmas time. Fucking hell, girl, you've never got any money. You know what kids are like.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, no, and she says, no, my salary goes in. She goes, but it just about covers me overdraft, and then the bank charged me for my overdraft. I said, but you go overdrawn on your overdraft. She goes, no, and they're charging her every month. I'm like, I think she's got a £3,000 or a £4,000 overdraft, and they charge you like 170 fucking pounds a month.
Mate,
So she's done the same. She's filled one of them because it's an illegal act. They shouldn't be charging you. In an effect of giving an illegal loan. They're saying you can use this money whenever you like. No, and it's the rate at that £170 a month on a £3.5 overdraft. It's fucking extortionate. No wonder
I
they make
mean,
billions. Well,
let's not forget.
she will get every single penny of that, and they can't stop her overdraft. They can review it, but they can't take the whole lot off it. But they will have to pay her every single penny of that overdraft. No, the fee, because it's an
Yeah.
illegal charge. When she signed up for the overdraft, it didn't say, "Oh, and if you use this overdraft, we're going to be charging you 60% a fucking month or whatever it is." It's disgusting.
Well, what about the post office thing? What's all come out because of that show on
Yeah,
ITV? That inquiry's been going on for 4 years with nothing in the news about it, and now it's on the news every night.
yeah, but people knew about that, and they had no support whatsoever because they were labelled thieves. And
People kill themselves over that.
well, that's
Few
just
people
it.
did.
It's YouTube in the real world, isn't it? It's in YouTube where everyone goes, "Oh, that person's that and that and that," without any evidence. That's what actually happened to those people in the real life, and it fucking ruined their families. A lot of them.
How the hell, right? When there was 600 or 700 of them all got sacked. How didn't it click?
There's
Like,
government-backed organisation in it. What do you want to do? They want to say they made a
yeah,
mistake and start. They'd rather call people thieves and ruin their lives, wouldn't they?
it was unbelievable that. That's honestly, but that PPI was terrible. Like that was terrible. That because
Yeah,
did anyone in the small print, right? You'd always said, say you'd worked somewhere for 10 years and you got the sack or you got made redundant. Normally, it didn't kick in for about 3 or 4 months. The payment,
I
so
understand
you'd
if people
already got a
go,
job. You'd already
if
went out and got to the job.
you get an insurance on a loan and it's for a business purpose, so say it's a business loan, you can understand you're going to put some type of insurance against it, right?
Yeah, we all
But
need
this is
insurance.
just the people. This is just the normal people off the street who were getting loans for.
Yeah,
They might have moved house, they're getting married, whatever it is, whatever they're getting a loan for, it doesn't. But it's just the normal person on the street, and they're the people who got absolutely hammered for years. And no,
yeah.
it's banks need to be accountable. What they fucking charge people is absolutely extortionate, and it's worse than the money lenders from years ago. It's literally worse. At least with a money lender, if you borrowed £1,000 and he wanted 1,500 back, you knew you had to pay 1,500 back. Simple as that. With these banks, you borrow £1,000 and you don't know what you're paying back. People
You
don't
know
care.
what? I've banked with HSBC right now. That is not, they're Japanese or something, aren't they? Or
I
is it
haven't got a clue who owns
Hong
banks,
Kong
man.
in it? It's
You
Hong
wouldn't
Kong.
know who owns them, mate. Fuck you know.
But
Uh,
Barclays were nearly out of business, weren't they, years ago? We saved them, the government pulled them out the shit.
yeah,
And,
you're
and
right. So we saved
within
them
a
and now they're
year, they
making.
were making billions again
Yeah.
within a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mad, isn't
Unbelievable, man.
it? It is.
There's-
It's mad.
So
Who's
what
in
have you
your
been
chat?
at it in the morning, Jim? Because you don't need much sleep, do you, for an old bloke?
No, I don't. Well, I was listening to a bit of Moons, and then I got to eating at Monks, and then When I got to the hotel, I was listening with my headphones. I just fell asleep, and I woke up at what 11:10.
And what, are
Yeah.
you awake now then, or are you hyper again now?
No, I'm wide the fucking awake.
So have you always been like that, Jim? Like not needing much kit?
Yeah, as I get older, I find I don't need that much. I do get
Mad,
tired.
isn't
I work quite a lot, as you know, but so I mean, I was up at 5:30 this morning.
You work too much, man.
I was actually
Why
in
don't
work
you
at
retire
6:05
early, man?
because you can't, can you? I've got kids. No, and
Your kids can look after themselves now,
they
Jim.
can look
You
after
know,
themselves perfectly, but it's now I've got a grandchild as well, remember, and it's about his future now. Know what I mean? I'd like
Jim. I
put
know,
him
but
to
Jim,
have
come
enough
on,
to put him through.
enjoy your
Yeah,
latter days, mate. Come on.
I've got plenty of years left in me yet, mate. Trust me.
I hope you have.
I
But
think
still,
the worst thing I could ever do would be to stop working. I think that would make me ill. I never, very, very rarely get ill, and I put it down to the fact that I get up every single morning and go to work, and it
yeah,
doesn't bother me. And if I was to stop working, I mean, we take 2 weeks. Say we take 2 weeks on holiday, we go away for 10 days, and my missus at work for the other 4 days. I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just bored. It's
yeah.
just I know that you start fucking potting about with stuff, and I think
Do
could I imagine doing this every single fucking day? I just couldn't do
you
it.
think
I
though,
like work.
Jim? Do you think it's different though, Jim? Because I mean, I know your work. Some of your work is a little bit physical, but you couldn't do a physical job, could you? It would be different, wouldn't it, if you were shoveling all day? You know, you'd want to pack in, wouldn't you? But your job, using your brain, and you for most of it, and what you know,
It's tiring, mate. Honestly, trust
yeah.
me. My
Do a
job.
lot of driving, don't you?
I do. Last year, what was it? As I said, I calculated it was 19,200 miles, and that was to drive to jobs over a 1 year period. That's my business mileage, and then I had to do a full shift or shifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's non-stop. The long days, but yeah, it's just no. I'd enjoy my job whether no. I originally started out as a drain layer. No, for years, ground worker. Absolutely no. Underpinning buildings in London on
Mm,
nights. No, working nights because we couldn't use. We were working around the Bank of England, and we were using
mm,
jackhammers and kangos to underpin all them buildings for years,
mm.
and that was all night work. So no, I think that at my age, no, I'd rather have. It's better now because now engineering and electrical engineering is different than groundwork and building work. And no, I do a lot of project management as well, which
Yeah.
but everyone says it's an easy job. It's not because some of the contracts we get are huge jobs. There's a lot of safety involved, and if it's not project managed properly, people get injured. People get really seriously injured as well. You know, you're working with high voltage electricity. You're working in confined spaces or high level, and if
So do you have to? Do you have you got personal insurance then, like for your job,
yeah,
life insurance, like because we all got
personal
life
life,
insurance,
yeah,
haven't we? You know,
yeah,
and is that expensive?
it's very expensive. Yeah,
Is it?
my motor insurance is expensive for the job I do because
Let's face it.
you have to declare your mileage, and when you tell them that you're driving 19 fucking thousand,
It's mad because we're
just
all worth more money when we're dead, aren't we? You're worth a fortune when you're dead, aren't
oh,
you?
it's mad. It's literally mad, isn't it? You know, and I say that to everyone, but it's like no, at some stage in your life, and I know a lot of people don't. I mean, I started thinking about my pension when I was fucking. I told you when I was 30 years old. The first thing I was starting to think of is how do I start working on my pension. Luckily enough, I had a lad who was studying law, and especially went into financial law, and that's his job,
Mm,
you know. And so pension-wise, I've always been a big believer in making sure your pension's absolutely right. But then you've got things like life insurance. Life insurance is really important, isn't it? It's not for you,
Okay.
perhaps, because someone's going to pick up that fucking bill, and it's not cheap nowadays. I know, and at some stage you have to sit and talk about that with your
You know
family.
what? You know what's mad, Jim? You say you've got right something that's been passed down through your family. You know, something that's worth a lot of money. You
Yeah,
never see the money, do you? It just gets passed down, doesn't it?
it's passed
You
down.
never
Yeah.
see the money. It's sat there, and you know it's worth like 100 grand. And you're grafting every day, but you think, oh, God, I've got to pass it down. Whoever sees it, you know what I mean? No
A
one ever
little,
sees
a,
the
li-
money
a
for it.
teapot or something. I'd be flogging it to Joe, I tell you. I wouldn't be keeping hold of stuff like that.
He makes me laugh joking, man. Yeah.
He is funny. I tell
He's
you,
like,
isn't it? Isn't YouTube just gone mad though? Isn't it? Everybody's having a go with each other. It's just fucking insane.
but you know what, Jim Ray? You've been there. It got to you, didn't it? You
Oh,
went. You got to
yeah,
you
of
big
course,
time.
yeah. Look, it got to me really bad. It got to me with the fact I was taking things personal, and you can't do it. It's you know. And I put my apologies out after I let it get too far, and I took it, and I said a few things I shouldn't have said. I thought, I'll put my apologies out. There's absolutely no way I'm jumping on your fucking panels. But I said, look, I'm taking a break off it. And I did. And during that break, I just reassessed the way, how do you want to use YouTube? And it's a fucking entertainment. I use it for entertainment. I really enjoy listening to some of the conversations in chats and what goes on. It does get fucking vile, though, mate. Jesus Christ.
Lately, yeah. If
There's
you
a new
want that
breed.
kind of
There's a
shit,
new
you can
breed.
find it.
There's a new breed, and it does them no good, mate. Just
Well, you know what, right, Jim? I watched a live the other day. That Jimmy Newman. I've been watching him for a while, right, and he's had a few blips, but I was getting fighting trolls vibe off him, like the snake pit. When I watched one the other day, just turning it on, he had 3 people. They all had the cameras on. They were just talking about anything, and he had 180 people in.
I
I was
watched him
thinking,
on that video in the interview he done with Video Craig, and I didn't know how to take. I don't know how to take Jimmy Newman. He's
for
a good,
me,
obviously, he's a
I
good
didn't.
YouTube entertainer. I think he'd be more based around podcasts because
Mm,
I think the only problem, and I know this is no disrespect to anybody on YouTube, the only problem I'd have with Jimmy Newman is he's not in that podcast, but that's what he should be doing, perhaps. No,
mm,
is he just going to become another very big channel, but
yeah,
use that channel with coffee links, with PayPal's, with all of that other shit that I don't like, because he will get a certain amount of people who are very vulnerable and will continuously give just to get that like or that mention, and that's
he's at, he's on, he's at that point now where he's going to go one way or the other, like, and
yeah. Now,
I'll keep
I can
watching him.
understand if you're going to do big podcasts and you put your super chats thing out and everything else. That's it. Look, I've got there's no, if people are doing good lives and they've got a coffee link up, fucking fair play. I'm a big believer in channel membership. So if you can monetize, put your channel membership up and let people become a member of your channel, because they're
Yeah,
paying for you. You know, then they are following you because they enjoy your content. And I think that's the way
it's
to go.
easy, right? Don't give somebody a £20 donation that YouTube are going to take 30%.
Yeah.
Join them for 3 months or 4 months for the same
Yeah.
money.
You just become a member, and at least as a channel owner, then you say, well, I've got 100 members, and me membership is £5 a month, and I'm going to be getting 100. No, and you can base your content. You can say, well, I can go out and do a live at an event, and that event's going to be covered for them. It pays for the time, but it's meant to be an entertainment channel, not a money making.
Yeah.
But look, people put different ways in. I just don't like PayPal links on channels, because I do think there is a.
PayPal
I've been
links.
there. I've done it myself, mate. I just
Yeah.
think it's not the way to go, because that you know, they or people know that vulnerable people are going to continuously pump into that PayPal and just to get a mention or a spanner or whatever they get.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a hidden way. You know, I just don't like to see that. It wasn't the when I joined YouTube 2.5 years ago and went along the channel, that wasn't there a lot of the time. Know what I mean? It wasn't there. You didn't have that.
Mm.
But I just think that's what's turning a lot of channels against each other. It's not the fact that they get 100 people watching, because let's be honest, a lot of people in this chat and in Tunes' chat and in Shuffling's chat and Expo's chat and Cesspit, we're all the same people.
Yeah.
No, we are. There's no. We're all the same people who go into all of those chats. We're no difference. So we're not a separate 200 people, or there's a different 200 people who don't go. They'd say they don't go, and they do. Everyone knows that. It's fucking YouTube.
No, man, like you get some people just can't tell them, Jim. You know what I mean? You can't. They won't listen, man.
Yeah, but the last few weeks, the content has been absolutely horrendous. It's just like it's something.
Mate, that was the worst live I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. Tunes' live the other night. Like everyone's seen it.
Yeah, look,
It was the worst I've ever seen for being cringy. It was pure cringe, all of it.
I know, and he wants to give everyone a voice and an opinion. That's fine, do that, but step in when it gets out of order. And it's you can't allow people to just say what they want to say. At some stage, as channel owner, you've got to turn around and say, that's unacceptable. Go and come back tomorrow. Not come back in 5 minutes or 2 minutes and repeat it all over again. And then think by deleting your life, it's all forgotten about. It's being clipped. Jesus Christ, you can't. Every channel gets clipped now. It's just it's just you know what's going to happen. So
you've been enjoying Monks, haven't you? I've seen you in Monks chat the last couple of nights. You've been digging that.
I've been going in Monks
like,
for about 6 weeks now. I think 7 weeks. But before Christmas and that, I just enjoy. Look, I enjoy it. It's just chilled, isn't it? But let's be honest. Until the little arguments he's had with Tunes, or the arguments he's had with Tunes, it's been quite chilled. It's just it's good conversation, good panels.
Yeah.
It gets good people in the chats. It's really good. And he sets out the rules and he sticks to them. And it doesn't matter who you are. He'll just say, "Nah, come back another time," or "Sorry, you're bad for the night." He'll say it as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we do it on your chat. Your chat's very easy to manage. You know.
Yeah. Jim, I've had 10 mods since I started 2 years ago. I've still got the same 10 mods.
It's the same mods. But no.
I've never had to take a spanner off anyone.
I love the option now. You can time someone out for 10 seconds. So if somebody, but you know what that is? That person knows that something they've written is not acceptable. So you've given them 10 seconds. If they do it again, said, I've never blocked anyone. I've blocked one person on your channel, and I told you the reason why, and I told you.
I agree as well.
And it says that one person I've actually used a spanner to block, and I thought, no, I'll tell Moon the reason why I blocked him. And but everyone, the timeout is fantastic, because you just give someone 10 seconds, and then if they come in and decide, look, mate, look, we're only following Moon's directive. The beauty of it is you can check who they are. A lot of the people, because there's so many accounts at the moment, isn't he? Fake.
Or personally block someone. Personally block so you can't see them in the chat. You know what I mean?
That's what Tunes needs to block everyone from his chat so he can't see the chat, because he brings people on a panel, and sometimes he gets some really good panels, but then he forgets about the panel and listens to the chat. Well, the chat is there for a reason. They're going to enjoy it.
Because isn't anyone who supports Tunes has got to be at the end of the tether now? That's what was getting me. There's still people trying to support him the other night and trying to see and it was just that's the only way he's going to learn is if everyone just goes, but they're not going to.
They were, it's YouTube,
Apparently,
you'll get more. You'll get more. Trust me.
Apparently, Jim, he's on Shuffling's panel now, going off it. Someone said in the chat.
Do you want 200? Do you want 200 people in your chat where only 20 of them, 10% are actually chat?
Yeah. Surely Tunes can see that though. Respect Clint, pick up Clint.
He's not stupid.
Yeah,
he's
surely you can see that. He's not bothered, is he? He's not bothered. He's saying he's trying to clean his channel up and that. And then the next breath, he's got everyone in there just going mental, trying to justify it, saying, "Oh, it's better if they all jump on a panel and get it out instead of in the chat." I'm like, Tunes, man, get a grip. I've lost patience with him now.
Yeah, you don't. It's come to that stage now where you don't really need to watch his live, do you? You can just wait and watch the clips the next morning.
All over, are they? I mean,
I even had to take notifications off from when it was sub to his channel because I had to take notifications off because it's just fucking ridiculous. You've got 90 notifications in the night, and he's saying they're all personal messages to individuals. Fucking.
That was funny when 420 come on with that Tunes mask on. Like the other night, I was watching it live. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't see
Tunes
that.
Couldn't even see the funny side of that. He's like, I'm getting trolled. They've got masks of me now. Fucking hell, I'd laugh my head off if someone got a mask of me. It'd be funny as fuck. He's like,
I don't think I honestly don't think it's doing him any good, but I'm not the person to say it's doing him any good. It might be doing him it might be the best thing for him, you know, but for me, look, as an outsider looking in, it looks like it's really doing something wrong with his health, mate. But don't know. Sits there every single day of the week drinking 7 cans of beer. It's going to have some effect on you, isn't
it? Apparently sleeping on her airbed like people, and I mean, let's face it, they can't. I mean, I don't want to talk about his marriage and all that, but it's not healthy, is it? What's happening? It's not healthy.
I
don't. All night, man. He's
up
all night.
I don't believe the personal side should come into it anyway whatsoever. It's unfair on his family. But then again, I say to people, you have to be careful what way you portray yourself on YouTube, social media, because you're leaving a mark. You're leaving a physical mark for your kin to see at any time, and it's not a good thing. You know, think of your children, your aunties, your uncles, your grandchildren. Oh, is this what you? Oh, let's go and look at me. You know, my family. Go on YouTube, and next thing you've got you acting fucking. You know, it's not good, is it?
I mean, the racist thing, like, I hadn't seen that video that whoever's done it, right? That last one that come out of him where it showed 3 minutes of him basically saying all the racist words and that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of that.
He's literally got triggered and said it. And the problem is, and you've seen it, Moon, yourself, there's a new breed, and it's become acceptable for them. They thinking it's acceptable for them to go on any channel, panel, or whatever their own and use all them words because it doesn't bother them. I don't care losing my channel because I'll just start up another one. I'll do this, and that's how easy it is nowadays. It's this throwaway culture, isn't it, where you can say what you want, and it doesn't affect you because it'll catch up. You can only insult people for so long before one person will snap. And you could be walking down the street, you could be out with your family, you could be at a wedding, and someone's going to notice you, and it'll snap. I was listening to Garth last night, and I know he was getting people saying, I think PP jumped on with him to try and calm him down. But I can totally understand the reasons behind that, because He's right what he said. For 2 years or for a year and a bit, he's given. Look, Garth used to give the person he wanted on that panel, kept calling out. He used to give that guy hell once he found out what that guy was up to, and then it come out what Garth was to look, you know, and that all snowballed in it. But for then somebody to go and target Garth like they did is just unacceptable. So I can understand.
And when all that come out, right, did anyone really believe Garth was behind that? I didn't. This Instagram account, I don't think Garth's like that.
You don't need to believe it, Monk. Moon. It's not the fact of believing it. It's the fact that you've got a new breed of people who will come onto YouTube and say what they say. Look what was said about Dennis the other night. The words he got called. Now, regardless of whatever he's into or whatever he's doing, right, or whoever he's associated with, he got called on a live panel by the guy who was showing his face. Two of the worst things. You are a P and you are an N.
Yeah.
That's going to have a huge effect on an individual. No, and that's the time, as I said, it could be 10 years' time, it could be, that person's going to meet that person or come, it could be anyway, and go, no, you wouldn't sit in a pub and someone says that, or in a cafe, or walk down the street. Could you imagine what you'd say if someone said that in a group of company, in a group of 200? You would literally destroy it, you'd lose your... And no,
before YouTube, before I start watching YouTube, you don't hear them words. No one calls it a nonce, or you don't call people that.
It's lost its meaning. It's nonce is a term from prisons, isn't it? And it was people who were put on a certain landing because they were, you know, not of normal, whatever it is.
Criminal element or something.
In other words, it was a section of people who they put in there in effect to protect them. You know, people just come on YouTube and call anybody. Somebody says, and the next word out of their mouth is shit. You're thinking, Jesus Christ. It's not funny. You know, they do it for effect, don't they? They do it to get a response. They do it for the chat to blow up and everyone agree or disagree. But to them, it's just become a normal practice. And you know, no disrespect to them, but that's when the channels will stop growing, because you won't get people going in. You won't get people commenting. You'll have 200 in. You'll only have 15 chatting, because the other 185, they just want to listen to what you. They're waiting for it to blow up.
Yeah.
No, that's it, and then move on to the next channel. It's just it's not the way I think YouTube should, or social media should be portrayed.
Yeah. Have you been looking at my chat recently, Jim, over the last few weeks? I've got some new people in, right? And now, right, they've realised they've been coming in for time, right? And like coming in for a couple of weeks. He's one here. I haven't got a clue who he is, right? But
what's his name?
He's been sound, right? He's realised now he's coming. He knows what the channel's about. And he's coming out with it. He's contributing to the chat. You know what I mean?
That's what it's about.
Yeah, it is. I keep an eye on my chat. You know that.
You're right. Somebody to be able to come into your chat, watch what you're about, watch what content you do, and then start commenting, and then lo and behold, hopefully enough, join the panel. You know, it's a big move from being in the chat to jumping onto a panel. I understand that.
What was the last panel you were on before this, Jim? When was the last time you were on a panel? Like,
I jumped on last night. Was it last night or the night before? I jumped on Monks just to ask him. I just wanted to know what was going on now, because I'd missed the initial fallout between Monk and Tunes, because Monk was in Tunes' chat. I think he was a spanner. He used to promote Tunes, you know. And,
do you know what I missed the other night? I think it was like the last night or the night before, right? I set a live up at 6 o'clock, and there was about 8 people in, right? And then I found out that Monk had gone live, and this is when he was going on a rant apparently, and I missed it, and he took it down. But I didn't know. I didn't see any of that. Whenever that was, last night or the night before, about 5:30, it got took down. I didn't know what it was about or anything.
Monk's a good family man. Right, he's a good family man. He's been on YouTube long enough. Everybody knows Monk. Everybody knows that a couple of years ago, when he fell out with a group, they attacked him, and they attacked him not as vicious as these people attack now, but it was in an effect, it was bad enough to cause a lot of damage and cause a big drift. And people believe in, because people don't want to go and check. People don't want to spend time watching the real news or reading a newspaper. They want to believe what somebody says. Oh, that person's this and this person and of that, and that sticks, mate. And it literally does. It sticks. But the people who went and checked said, no, that's not right. That's the wrong. You've got that totally wrong. And that's the bit. But then for someone to bring that up and then throw it again in his face, oh, listen, everyone, have you heard about? And then you see in the chat respond to that. Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't. And you're thinking, it's fucking lies. You're talking about, that's the difference nowadays. It's no.
Mate, I see people making comments on live when it's kicking off. I see people, and I think, if anyone with a brain can see what's going on, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, why make that comment when you know it's not what's happening? You know what I mean? And did you see John Smith's comments tonight in Monks? It was John Smith on it saying he's burned out.
I was listening, but I did when I heard Monk read the comments out. I did go into the chat. I didn't even read John. I didn't see his messages, but I just wished him and his family all the best. And he's just got to. You do get like that, mate. I tell you.
He's burned out, the lad, and I'm not surprised, man. No, he's working like night shifts, 12 hours. I know what that's like.
Yeah, but then he enjoys social media, and John's done a lot over the last few weeks. A lot of it's entertainment, but a lot of it's retaliation, isn't it, from what's been said about him? So it's tit for tat. Now, that gets to you, doesn't it? No, you've got to have fucking really no brain to think retaliating all the time and trying to defend yourself, and it's hard work on YouTube. It's literally hard because it's your 200 against another group of 200, and there's more channels that get involved and more things that go up, and it's going to have an effect on it. Just come away from it, John. No, John's big enough channel now, and he's entertaining enough to do really great content and good content without doing this. Roasting's great.
What do you
Let's
think?
be honest. The roasting. Sorry, mate.
I'm just going to say, what do you think, though? What do you think, right? Do you think Tunes would be the same person he is now if he only had 30 people in his chat every day?
No.
He's doing it because he's looking and he's thinking, I've got 200 people.
Yeah.
If he had 30 in, he wouldn't be like that, I don't think, because... Yeah. And I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that means, what that says about you, but...
It says that, in effect, you're a bit of an exhibitionist and you're doing it for views, mate. As I said, you've got to be consistent. What you say to 200 people in your chat, you've got to be able and prepared to say it to 2 people in your chat. And if your 2 people disagree with you, what are you going to do? You're going to ban them as well. Block them. That gives you 0 people. And in an effect, you're talking to yourself. It's a hard decision he's got to make.
Yeah.
But you've just said he's jumped on Shuffs tonight. Well, let's be honest. I've got no argument with Shuffs. I've got nothing. He's never said anything about me. Hate what he says half the time about other people. I just don't think it's great content. But look, it's what he does. Now, jumping on his panel, it's for effect, isn't it? It's to turn around and say,
just making it worse, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's making them
I
do
can
it
guarantee
more.
you without looking at it, it's to turn around and say, these people, these organisations, these wrong'uns, this group, this circle. I said it yesterday. It just, you don't know where you sit.
No.
Because it's the same 200 people in his
Don't know.
chat that will come into 200. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's
What was I going to say there? You go in Jude's, don't you? And I know Stevie Boy have mentioned it. Like, what's going on? What do you think Jude's doing?
I like Jude. I think Jude.
We all like him, but I
Jude,
don't know what he's doing. Like
he's
with
a
his
very
chat, with his.
he's a very honest guy, Jude. Jude wears his heart on his sleeve, mate. He everyone knows about Jude. Everyone knows the struggles Jude has had and what he's really come through. And being realistic, man, when you look at Jude, he's brought up a son who's really doing well. He does a lot for community, absolutely massive amount for community. He's put that kid through uni. He's given a model stand. He looks after his grandchildren. He's he's built his channel on his story. Now, a lot of people don't like his story and what it is, but it's his story, and it shows his struggles and his battles, and he still struggles, Jude. But he's got do you know what? The best thing about Jude, he's got an absolutely brilliant family. He's got brothers who support him. He's got a girl who supports him. You know, they look after him well. He's got a really good following. No, it mightn't show in his lives but no, it's just watching Jude's lives back, and some of the stuff he'll put out is really good. You know, it's his journey, isn't it? No, and I just think I've met Jude, and I've tell you what, Jude on YouTube is Jude in real life. He's not playing a character. He's not putting it on. He's an absolute. It's old school, Jude. You turn up and you get a cup of tea. You get
it was buzzing. Remember that day you were on my panel, and it was the day you were going round to his.
It's unbelievable. You get you know, and it's like visiting. You know, if you, I'm from that side. So if you visit my house or you come in, you're going to get a cup of tea and you're going to get a biscuit or something. No, that's the way it is. And Jude's the same, but then no, he talks about his brothers, and his fat. He's just. I like Jude. I just think he's a really good guy. His channel doesn't affect me. I think it's just the channel's Jude's channel. It means a lot to Jude, and it means a lot to a small group of followers. It means a lot to them. No, but Jude, like everyone else, struggles. But the only difference with Jude, he's very honest. He'll tell you. A lot of people, and especially men, won't tell you about when they're struggling. The older generation, they don't like to tell you. It's the way we were brought up. You just plod on, you get on it, and you get over it. And believe me, you will get over it. You'll battle it. There's a generation now who come on and tell everyone what they're doing and they're struggling in this, and they literally, Tunes as an example. Mental health. But you don't see what he's doing to recover from mental health. He says YouTube is his comfort blanket. It helps him. Fuck me, that's not help. Might help him, but he's destroying or trying to destroy other people. You can't do that. And you can't use mental health as well, I don't know, I'm not a mental health advocate, but you can't use mental health, in my opinion, as an excuse. You can't. You can't use drugs and drunkenness as an excuse for what you say. No, I've said things, and I think you phoned me up and said, "Jesus, were you drunk?" And I went, "Yeah." I said, but that had nothing to do with it. What I said at the time was me venting. It was all, you can't say, I I was drunk. The only thing I've done drunk on YouTube, which I wouldn't do in the real world, is give Pablo 500 quid.
No, you.
And he's lucky because I offered it to Andrew J first.
I know, yeah.
And he fucking wouldn't take it.
Well, I didn't know you that well, Jim. When I knew you from Podrefs, and that is no comment. I don't know
Yeah,
if I think everyone knows. Wee Eddie was there when you were no
yeah,
comment.
Eddie's been going
But that was
fucking
funny as
years.
fuck. But I don't think people knew you that well when you jumped on Pablo's, did they?
Well, do you
They
know
did
when I
after
was?
it though.
Do you know when
Yeah.
I was no comments and another channel come onto Podrefs and under the name No Comments, the
Yeah.
same time as me, and Podcast Ref give a spanner out thinking it was me, but I give it to the other No Pod, and he deleted every member of every single person. That was Wee Eddie, I'm telling you now. I know it was. If it wasn't, I apologise, but I've got this feeling it was him. I was in stitches. He phoned me up and he goes, "Why are you deleting all my work?" I said, "It's not me." He went, "You've got to." I said, "I'm going to spell it." I said, "Yeah, and I'll type. What do you want me to type?" And he said, "Type this word." And he went, "Will you ever give the spanner to?" I went,
Hey, Coggo's just popped in there. Coggo, mate, he's been on here tonight. He only lasted 10 minutes. He was himself. He just went off it. And I can only imagine he's Coggo. Look at this message off Coggo here. He's got them all on there and they're just doing what they do, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, fake. If there's any fakes about me, you get rid of them, Sean. Mate. I'm doing with the fakes.
you got it. You know, look, these guys have been put through shit. They're still arguing. It won't stop while
Mm.
you just continue. Honestly, the people are not going to. It's a new breed. They're never going to apologise. They're never going to say they were wrong or right. So what you do, you just continue to put live after live or do post after post. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, but I just don't think. I don't know. I think, look, PP's been going for years, hasn't he? Controversial, and then
Yeah, he's quality
love what
PP. I
he's like.
don't care what you say. Like in
PP's my
YouTube world, he's gold. You know what I mean?
he's Marmite. Let's be honest. On YouTube, there's a section of people who hate him. There's a section of people who love him. You can love him 1 minute and hate him the next minute. He's just one of those characters. But he's consistent in he goes on all panels. He'll play the saint on one panel and he'll play the devil on another.
That's what I mean. He can do that like that, though, can he?
Then that's it. Because it's YouTube, he understands. But look, even PP is an effect. The new breed nowadays, they'll attack anyone. Character doesn't matter who you are.
Mm.
It's the vilest of vile. And as you say, no, nowadays they just go after you. Like it's scandalous, mate. They'll just go after you through every means, whatever. You see
Did,
what's going
did
on.
Did you hear me little chat I had with Sean Wayne last night? It was on for about an hour. Did you hear any of it?
Yeah, I like Sean. And no,
Yeah,
it was
Sean comes on here and we just like, I always keep him on longer than he's expected, but that's just the way it is, man. Sean's just he's a good laugh, you know what I mean? He's just like,
he's just someone who loves YouTube. But over the past couple of years, and that even he's been constantly targeted, and I don't know, it's just fucking stupid, isn't it?
we've all got a story on here, haven't we?
Well, I fucking keep saying it. It's YouTube. It's what it's about, isn't it?
Mm,
Everyone's story. You do it for you'll do something for a bit of drama, and I think you're doing the right thing. And I said that to you the other week. You've got to let, at some stage, you've got to have good debates on your channel.
mm.
No, but you've got to be in control all the time. You are the channel owner. You've got to be prepared to go, no, sorry, and just explain. Look, it's just kick it off or go and think about because you can't let it turn into a full blown slanging match and come the vilest content ever, to the fact that you've then got to worry about taking your life down. If it gets to that stage, that's not the way to go. I seen it the other week with Monk when he opens up the panel and let it just ride for a bit, and all of a sudden it went from 40 to 100, 110, 120, 100. He could easily drag in 200 people a night on a live. He could have took over from the cesspit and been that guy.
Yeah, but all
He
right.
could have easily have done it, and still maintains it to the fact that he could have done constantly lives. Let a bit of drama go on, but he didn't. He doesn't want that. It's not that type of. No, I don't think it is. I don't think that's the way he likes to do it. It's more of a. For me, I look at Monks as a family channel. If you know what I mean. If you know what that means.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hope that makes
Well,
sense.
look at we Eddie right now. Other than Emily, right? I think we all know Emily. Eddie's probably the youngest person in this corner of YouTube
He's
who
fucking
comes in
intelligent
here.
lad, mate. Don't. The kid's got talent. Whether no, it's. I think at his age he spends way too much time on YouTube. but he's an intelligent kid. Know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he's 20 odd. He's in his early 20s, right? And he's having convos and all that with people in the 50s. You know what I mean? And he's been doing it for 2 years now. He's been doing it for 2 years. He still is. There's no one even close in the 20s who comes on this YouTube on who we know in here. They're all like 40s, 50s. You know what I mean? And he holds his own. I just love the characters I get in here. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
I'll have anyone on this panel, Jim. You know that, and I'm not the most confident person. But when you stick that link out, mate, you don't know what's going to happen to you.
Some really fucking excellent people on your panel.
You don't know what's going to happen when you go live. Anything can
It's
happen.
fucking freezing.
Oh, isn't it? I walked home from the pub tonight, mate. Right, I looked up, and the stars there wasn't a cloud, which means it's going to be freezing, isn't it?
Have you had snow?
No, we haven't. Unbelievably, we haven't. No, everywhere else has.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of snow everywhere.
Where was all that thick snow coming down tonight? What I seen on the news, like really bad.
You know, down south it's 24 degrees.
Oh, it always is where you are. You know what I mean? You're not going to go back to Liverpool, are you? You've been down there for a while.
I'm in Liverpool next week.
You're not going to move there, though, are you?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm in Liverpool.
Can you see yourself moving again, though, Jim?
To Liverpool?
Anywhere?
Yeah, we'll move. We're going to move to Ireland.
Right. Oh, is that where you want to go?
Yeah, we've got a place over there, so we'll be moving over. So that's where we'll be moving to when we're. Is it now? Another 5 years.
He's another one who are like Cartman, yeah. So Cartman, could you remember when he used to come on? He's been on panels. I think he might have been on here, but all he could see was a red dot, and it was one of them mad hats that they wear in it, with the fishermen.
I can remember when Cartman first come on. I think he was introduced. I might be wrong here, Cartman. He was introduced by PP years ago, and I'm sure it was on the cesspit. And I used to argue with him in the chat. But over the year, over time, as you said, you see what people are like in the chat and the way they're writing and responding, and you think they're not bad. You know what I mean? I never used to like Monk. I used to think he was the worst fucking. I used to think when they used to play FIFA on Expos, I think fucking throw him off, will you?
Oh, well, that was. I mean, oh God, that was.
I didn't like Monk because he was a Man United supporter. I mean, that's so sick, isn't it?
With Uncle K and that. I mean, Uncle K, all when he was on. Fuck, no, he was mad, Uncle K, like.
But no, those days you're sitting there watching people play fucking FIFA on YouTube. But it wasn't watching them play FIFA, was it? What was the conversation they were having? It was about that piece of it, wasn't it?
That was the background, wasn't it? That was the background. They were just ripping everyone, man.
Yeah, that's where the roasting bit come from, wasn't it? And then Expo started doing the roasts, the Sunday roasts. Roasts are good when like the Sunday roast, and they used to, but then they become it become more of a roast. It wasn't more of a roast. It was more. It then became personal vendettas, didn't it? So if the host unfortunately fell out with someone, they would then use their channel to personally attack that person and put out false information, and that's where the roast is not a roast no more. Then it's a personal attack, then, isn't it? You know.
Well, I wouldn't want to be on the end of one of a FIFA roast off Expo and Uncle K and them, you know what I mean?
Well, you won't get that type of roast no more because those type of roasters, Uncle K, PD, fucking hell, this new breed, they're so vile that even they say, "Oh fuck that, I'm off here." They won't hang about, really. Let's be honest. You don't want to be associated. You don't want to be on the panel. You know, and no, I think PD's a prime example of that, isn't he? Every now and again, he'll go and have another go. But I think even he's admitted it's too vile for it. What's going on?
Are you still watching the Shadow non-site? You still got one eye on him, Jim, or have you?
Well, it's one of them, isn't it? And I said, I watch. I'm subbed to like 280 fucking channels, 284 channels, and I'll just watch who's live. It doesn't bother me, but rather get involved and think, shit, why is this? I just watch the content and look. It's don't have opinion. Don't say nothing in the chat. It's just not worth it. But I just watch it. The Marty bits being the latest bit on it, and the plea for keeping the other guy in prison, and you're thinking, is this all for cash? You just don't know, do you? It's just, it becomes...
some things about this Marty, right? Some things, you can't make stuff like that up. I think some of the things are probably true, what he's done. Like
yeah, a lot of it
thing.
probably is, but the bits about, look, FFM's here to help people. I've given 230 people on YouTube jobs. They are now working for themselves. That's all bullshit, mate. That's all lies. No, these people are making so much.
Offering to pay Danny J, we doesn't even know. Offering
him
and his wife all paid, all expenses paid.
I've seen Danny G's response. Does fair play, but now he's asked.
Yeah, he's just done that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's just done that.
Fella, hasn't he?
Danny G makes me laugh. Like I watch him. He's funny as fuck. He was in the gym tonight. Did anyone see it? In his gym. I mean, he is like 24/7. That fella. He never stops. Funny as fuck though.
Has he moved out of Birmingham yet? He hates it, doesn't he? And
tells everyone. He's still there, but he hasn't worked right. I think he's on the sick, right? He's done something to his arm because he was a delivery bloke.
Playing golf. Yeah, he works at the bed company, didn't he? Driving around in his fucking big van.
Yeah, because he used to go. He used to come to Saltburn quite a lot up here in Hartlepool. He used to go. What do you call it? Surfing off Hartlepool, Saltburn.
Yeah.
But yeah, he delivered beds, but he hasn't worked for a while. I think he's on the sick.
Yeah, apparently that shadow guy boxing fighting fucking Mike Perry now.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's got to be.
And he's in alliance with Brett May. Fucking hell, man, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. Fucking all funny though, but we can laugh about it though. You know what I mean? Other people, it's in their heads, isn't it? They're like, "Whoa!" I'm just laughing at them.
Yeah, it's the investment, isn't it? It's people sitting there going, "Oh, big up and well done and congratulations and you're fighting the right battle." On YouTube, fuck me, man, you're fighting no battle.
Did you see who came in here the other day, Jim? MMA Philosophy. You know this guy who I bumped into outside the bookies. He's from Middlesbrough. You know.
Yeah, he's very weird, isn't he? There's someone who's weird saying MMA Philosophy is weird. It's a weird guy.
He come in the chat the other day, right? But I seen him in the Shadow Nonsense chat, picking him up. I was thinking, and he turned up in here the other day. I was thinking, fucking hell.
Yeah,
he was
and that's why I say you can't get invested because some people think, and they go, well, I'm sorry, I disagree with you. He's done his time in he deserves his freedom and he deserves to get on with his life. And look, in some cases you do. But to sit there and throw it in the face of people and still victim shame, still blame everything on that girl, to me, that's the bit I don't like. If he was coming on in repentance and said, I shouldn't have done this and I've done, and builds his channel, but that doesn't get views, does it? It's about the controversial side of it. These guys are just there for one thing and one thing only, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently Lion King's coming out. Lion King's out with Slammer very soon, apparently. Don't know why he's in there. But he will always be remembered as the guy, the only boxer in history, right, whose shoes come off in the ring. His shoe came off. How the fuck
Well,
does your shoe come off?
do you know what? The kids, I don't know, another one perhaps you shouldn't be on social media, but look, he got it. No one's picked up on his MMA fight.
I'm surprised. How long did that last?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Right, it's on YouTube.
Is it?
And he actually had an MMA fight a couple of years ago. Go and have a look at it. I'm not going to tell everyone where it is. Fucking look yourselves. If you think his boxing fight was bad. Right, and he actually had an MMA fight. It was white collar MMA fight. And fuck me. You just think you wouldn't. I've never seen it. Did he actually? I've never seen anyone at the canvas so fucking and get off with it. He was a star.
He only lasted 30 seconds and his shoe came off in 30 seconds. I mean, what shoes did he have on? For fuck's sake. I thought boxing boots are all tied like 18 others. How the
Everyone's
fuck's
saying, oh, but he did turn up. He did fucking hell, man.
But he come out of that even more of a hero. They were making him even more of a hero that he got battered.
Now you've got to challenge this person and think of fucking all the promoters.
I tell you what, I mentioned earlier on, though, like Dougie Joyce. I mean, how stupid is he to end up inside? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For battering some old geezer, like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? He's got like, he's going to be in for a few years, really.
I don't know, mate. I don't really fucking give a shit. I don't know him. I don't care about him. I don't really no interest in the guy. He's another YouTuber who puts his life out there and says he's turned it around, and the next thing he's up in fucking court for. That's the one he got caught for, isn't it? Let's put it that way.
That's what I mean. It's like, I just don't get it, man, you know.
But this is where I say, listen, he's beat that guy up, who's that old guy.
Yeah.
He's now got to live the rest of his life looking behind his back, hasn't he? Let's be honest. Would you want to do that every fucking day you woke up? Everywhere you go, whether you're with your family or by yourself, you're constantly looking behind, because that old guy who he beat up, he could have sons, grandsons, nephews. They're not going to forget it. And one day and they'll go bang, and he'll go, "What was that for?" And they'll go, "That's what happens. You live that type of lifestyle in the real world. It comes back and bite you." But that's what we've got on YouTube at the moment. We've got that type of person who will attack verbally the vilest fucking thing to 500-600 people, put it on a post which will get 10,000 reads, and that's going to have exactly the same effect. Somebody's going to watch this in years to come. It could be the person they're attacking, the son, grandson, nephew. It could be the friend, and they're going to go and they'll video it and go, next thing you'll see it on, you'll see it's just non-stop. The people are putting themselves in serious risk.
What was he, 8-year-old or something, this bloke? I know he's probably, I don't know.
An ex-gypsy fighter who beat...
Yeah, there's some hard 8-year-old, you know what I mean?
He beat Dougie Joyce's father, didn't he? And
did he? Well, is that what it was?
And told everyone he did. And apparently that's the story, and he's took it. But that guy beat one of Dougie's family in a a bare knuckle street fight, a gypsy fight. Didn't steal it, didn't go mob-handed. It was supposed to be, and that's the insulting bit. Know what I mean? In that type of,
yeah, they
community.
don't forget the they don't
Well,
forget.
they don't forget now. They can go and have bare knuckle fights and shake hands and then get on with the rest of their lives. When you steal it on someone like that, that's not forgotten. Not in that community. They don't forget it.
Well,
and then it gets down to the family then, doesn't it? It's just...
Yeah. Well, that's what half of these fights are over. Generations have been arguing for generations, haven't they, about now, it's...
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with what they do. There's nothing wrong in turning up on a campsite on a Sunday morning and having a bare knuckle fight. It happens every single week in that community. It's part of that culture where it's a bare knuckle street fight, and yeah, they'll have to. It's like a sport, isn't it? But it's when it goes out of that arena and goes into a guy having a drink in a pub and getting beaten up.
Got my mate Gav B back. Gav, mate, I was laughing. Did you hear early on, Jim, where I was going to work the other morning? And I went to McDonald's 6 o'clock in the drive-through, and I'm sat in the car park eating my McDonald's, right? And he's Gav B and Incog have been on all night, just talking shit. The pair of them, I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm going to work, eating McDonald's.
Listening to Gav B and Incog.
Funny as fuck, Gav. Like, honestly, he doesn't give a fuck, Gav. He's not bothered, man. Gav, you were getting a roasting off Chris the Brick, though. Fucking hell, the other morning, I was like, Gav, give him it back, man. Gav was just taking it and laughing at him.
What happened to Chris the Brick, mate?
Chris the Brick, yeah.
What happens? He just, every panel, I see him on that. And he goes on a massive amount of panels. All sides of the communities, but it always ends up in arguments.
We were there that night. You were on the panel when Chris the Brick made his first. He was one of his first panels he'd ever been on in Darrell's. Remember?
Yeah.
We were there and we seen him, and he was like, "Oh, I found my friends on YouTube. This is what I like." And then he turned into what he is now. You know what I mean?
And he put videos up of, I've just built this wall, and it was 1 brick high. He said, that's not a wall, it's a step.
Yeah, you've got to be in your bonnet about him working, haven't you? Saying he's not like.
And then his claim to fame as Bricklaying was throwing his trowel into a wooden post to show it sticks.
He does get ripped for it, though, doesn't he?
I remember I went into his channel one day, and I started asking him questions about bricklaying. And obviously, I do project management for buildings as well. So,
I remember it.
So part of the project management has been quantity surveying and knowing how many bricks you need to build a certain amount or a certain size wall. Understand? And he went, "What's this man? He's a quantity surveyor." I was fucking going. It was just so funny.
Hey, fact notification, mate. You should have been in earlier, bro. Right? We had 60-odd people in.
I'm going to have to go back and watch a bit of this now because I missed a bit where PP and that come on and that come in.
It was on early on, Jim. We had 60-odd people were in here early on.
What time did you start live?
10:30.
Oh, I missed 40 minutes then.
Yeah, that was the best bit.
Oh, thanks very fucking much. That was the best bit. When PP was in, he had how many people? 64. What have you got now? 6.
23. We're doing all right, but we've got competition though. We know we've got shuffling and what's going on over there. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. In fact, you missed it, bro. You'll have to watch it back because I don't have to take my life out.
But the problem is now you know you're going to get clipped tomorrow with PP and Tunes. And that's going to cause a retaliation video. I took me goat videos down.
Just me putting that denim jacket on is going to get clipped. Fuck's sake.
Do you know I took me by the manor goats down, and I took them down.
Yeah.
I had to take them down. I didn't feel sorry for them.
How long did it take you to take them down? Though they were up for a while, a few days, whatever.
Well, they were for a few days, but then I was listening to a little bit of him earlier today, and he was speaking to someone, and he said, "I just want to get on, do what I want to do, not bother anybody, and I just want people to just let me get on with it, and I've got my own friends," and I just thought, fair play. I thought, you know what, that's what the guy wants. It's unfair to put me goats. I don't need to buy my goats.
Yeah, he had this woman on yesterday. I don't know if anyone else seen it, right? She was American. I don't know what the hell she was on, right? But she was off her nut.
No.
Get a word in.
That's why I said, that's why I took me goat videos down, because he was saying, he says, I've had a lot of stick for having this woman. I didn't see the woman, the bit where he said, I've had a massive amount of stick for having this woman on and giving her 3 hours of airtime, and everyone's saying I shouldn't have done it. And this woman suffers really bad with mental health. Nobody lets her on panels. Nobody lets her talk. I just give her a platform to. And I thought, fair fucking play to him. Do you know what? Fair play.
Yeah,
and
but you know for a fact that next week he'll have some good weed and he'll be going it on everyone.
Yeah, but look, I just got on. So I took them down. I've unsubbed. I'm not going to watch him, no.
But our mate Jamie Sawyer, have you noticed he started going back in Steve's chat?
I don't care. Jamie Sawyer. I've got my own opinions on Jamie Sawyer. Jamie Sawyer goes in a lot of chats and says fuck all, but says a lot. He's one of the biggest shit starters on YouTube. Trust me.
Yeah, I know that.
I tell you now, a guy who can't have a proper conversation with you.
He used to be emoji man, didn't he? He dropped the emojis. Have you noticed? The emojis have gone.
Now he's very sharp. He is now. Now he types something in about people, and then immediately deletes it once. You know what I mean? Immediately, and I just think that's coward's way. That's fucking leave it up so people can see it. Yeah, never mind. I've got my own opinion about him.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, Jim, I respect your opinion. If you, I always ask you what channels you're watching, and because I'll probably watch them, and you're normally right about people, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm interested.
No, believe me, you can get it wrong, mate. You can, as I said, I didn't used to like Monk. Right, I didn't used to like Carpman. I didn't, there's certain people I didn't, you just think, and they ended up, realising that they're fucking good lads. They're good people. There's some really good people.
That's good though, isn't it? How you can change your opinion on someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often in but you can if you're open-minded and you're looking what's going on. You can.
Okay, now I used to hate John Smith and YouTube idiots.
Everyone's gone through that phase.
Do you remember YouTube idiots?
YouTube idiots. Well, I don't know. Like, what can you remember? Like,
well, I was doing it live at 2:00 in the morning, and it was going really well. I think we were doing a karaoke live, and he come in and put comments in the chat. What the fuck are you? So I kicked him out the chat, and then had this vendetta against YouTube idiots who I thought was John Smith. But no, I mean, for fuck's sake, about 3 weeks later, I realised it was all the fucking, what am I doing? And I think John said to me, I'm not YouTube. I said, I don't know what it is. And then YouTube idiot says, I'm not John Smith. And I says, I know. No. You can't see.
I said, I thought he's a woman. I said, it's a woman. Because he always puts love hearts and that, red love hearts and that.
She is a woman and she's from America. Did you hear tunes the other night? Say, did you hear that YouTube idiot's voice? I think
I'm upset.
put a video out. I just sit there and honestly go, my missus looks at me sometimes because I'm sitting there listening. She's watching fucking television and I'm sitting listening to YouTube. And I'll just burst out.
Jim, there was a point where you were going to do a live with the wife. Remember that?
With who?
You were going to do a live with your wife, remember?
Yeah, she. My missus started getting into it. She used to love fucking. Oh, God's sake, she used to just be in stitches with it. The likes of Gambino. She used to go, you fucking sitting there watching this. And then I said, do you want to come on a live with me? We'll do a live together. She was off for it. And she went, do you know what? I'm glad she didn't know.
I know, yeah. It's probably for the best. But that's what it was like. I mean, imagine that was a phase, wasn't it, where you felt that comfortable that you were going to do a live with your wife?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it now, though, would you? You know what I mean?
Not
It's a million miles away now.
It was no, it was good. It was good. People used to enjoy themselves. No, you go on and have a laugh, but now it's no, it's not that type of YouTube for me.
Sean Wayne in our convo yesterday brought up the Bob Smith thing, you know, where we were ripping Bob. He said it was the funniest thing he's ever seen on here.
I just thought that. I mean, that was just a brilliant. You know, this video fucking Craig stealing my ideas where you just watch somebody's video and stop it and I mean, we done this 2 years ago, mate. Let's be honest. We set the bar was set then. It's a pity he got copyright, right? He copyrighted me, didn't he? He fucking struck me channel.
Mate, what about crazy behaviour, right? Who was there that night when you said, right?
Yeah, let's pick
I'm going to look on YouTube and see any songs called Crazy Behaviour, and that first song that you played. Fucking mad.
Do you know?
What was he called?
Something James. Fucking hell. He had, when I found the song, he'd had 4 views. I think by the time we'd done 6 months of it, he had something like 10,500 fucking views. His channel come back to life again all of a sudden. He started putting other songs out that were terrible.
Just imagine him one night checking his YouTube. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking 10,000 views.
He must have thought he was getting watched by fucking EMI or somebody. Thought I'm going to get signed up. Remember, we had 3 songs, and we said I need to get one which will. that crazy behaviour was just there. Yeah.
The fucking words, though. The words, man.
You're
going to listen to the funniest one. I've still got that somewhere anyway. I'm going to play it one night. Yeah, them were the days, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he set up a fucking SoundCloud account and everything, the guy, and he's now touring the UK singing Crazy Behaviour.
He was a gospel singer, wasn't he? He was a gospel singer, wasn't he?
Fucking hell, man.
Jimbo is a bit Jimbo, lad. Jimbo the Bull, sorry, that is Jim, not you.
Okay. What's that?
Just Jimbo the Bull saying good night. I said Jimbo, good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm sitting here fucking outside the hotel smoking. Fucking.
Yeah. It's 22, bro. You need to get a few hours, kid.
Yeah, I will do.
Are you going to do a reaction video one more hour this week?
I do.
On anyone? Just your.
No, it's too fucking vile to put any type of videos out at the moment.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. See what YouTube asylum tomorrow.
I'm going to keep all my opinions to live panels, and that's it. Yeah. I'm not in a position to attack anybody. I don't fucking. No,
and if I don't speak to you before, Jim, come on Borough and come on the Reds. Let's get to Wembley.
And if you don't get to Wembley, I'll see you there next year at the same time for a live.
No, we've just got to beat Chelsea, man. We don't even have to beat them. Well, yeah, we do. No, we don't. If we draw with them, we're through.
You draw all dues.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for letting me on.
Man.
It's been a great
Keep it
live.
to
Yeah.
it.
I'll listen back the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Have a
Right,
good
I'll
one,
speak to
mate.
you soon.
See you later, chat.
Yeah, man. Pick up the Jimbo. Been a mad one, right? All me mates are in, like all you legends. Stevie, respect, man. I love it, putting the input. It's all right watching. But yous fellas, man, you're all chatting all night in the chat. It's fucking, it's what it's all about, innit? I know there's other shit going on. And I'll probably watch a bit of it now, because I don't mind a bit of shit. But it's, just watch it and then turn it off and forget it. You know what I mean? In fact, definitely go watch the first 40 minutes of this back, mate. As somebody who watches my channel all the time, you'll be surprised, man. And I don't know if you see me denim jacket as well. Respect, man. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it all up. Clint, nice one for joining as well. Respects, Pete. Hope you've enjoyed your night, mate. Eddie, legend. Always welcome to you, mate. Never a troll already. Jamie, I'm liking Jamie. I don't know who you are. It might come back to bite me in the ass. But quite witty, like your cat, man. Pick up yourself, cat, man. And we did have a lot of, not newbies, but people who haven't been in. Monk did send a lot of people over. So that's always a help, innit? But I think Cartman said we got 35 likes, man. You don't hear much. Gappy, big up Gappy. Right. That's it, everyone. No songs tonight. I'm going to go and see what's happening elsewhere, watch a bit of shit. And we'll probably be back. Don't know about tomorrow, but if nothing, definitely at the weekend. Football, soccer matchup.